All right, we're live. Going live here tonight. Hanging out, seeing what's up. And let's see who pops in first. So I got my purple drink here. Some good old Crystal Light. And I got my water. All right, so we got one person watching. Ugh. Okay, now we can. Okay. Hey, DJ, what's up? Mass Singer. All right. Getting ready to hit up Matt Thomas here. All right, Matt, I'm working on getting you in right now. How's everybody doing? All right, Matt. On the way, man. Let me see here. How you doing, DJ? Everybody? A24 just announced a movie where they have coming out this year called Men. Well, I can tell you it's going to be problematic. If it's going to star white men, I'll be surprised. All right, getting ready to shoot Matt an invite here. Okay. Yeah, it's been an okay week. Uncharted director wants to do a Jack and Daxter movie. Yeah, I've never played the games. I mean, I've heard a lot about them, but I've never played those games. Yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I enjoyed that quite a bit back in the day on PlayStation 2. And that's the only one that I played. Like, wasn't there one called American Wasteland or something like that? Yeah, but the one that I remember playing a lot was, I think, yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. But yeah, Tony Hawk 3 for the PlayStation 2. Like I said, I enjoyed that quite a bit. I would say my favorite is the second one. I would like to go back and rewatch those movies. I love all three, but if I had to pick my favorite, I would say is the second one, American Wasteland. Yeah, that I figured that was, yeah, that was one of them. That's one that I've heard about but never played. Joonbug. What's up, Joonbug? I bet Uncharted will make a hit at the box office. Yeah, but it just looks generic. I mean, even people that are diehard fans of the game, just doesn't look anything to write home about. I don't mind Tom Holland, but he doesn't fit in the film. Marky Mark definitely does not fit in the movie. All right, Joonbug, I'll shoot you a link here. I'm actually waiting on Matt Thomas right now as well. All right, getting ready to hit you up. What has happened in the movie news? I don't know. Let's look. Mission Impossible 7 budget has blown up to $290 million. Jesus. That's the first thing I saw on MovieWeb. Hey, THX. How's it going? Yeah, I don't step on toes. I step on necks. That was the third one, right? Missing in Action 3. Hey.
Hello.
How's it hanging?
I'm not feeling the best today, so.
Are you fine? Yeah, my brother is a little bit under the weather too.
Yeah, and by the way, for those in the chat, don't worry. It's not, like I said, it's not the thing that's going on in the world for the past few years. It's just, I just think a 24-hour bug, you know?
Yeah, it's not the macaroni and cheese. Macarona.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Matt Thomas. Hey.
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just feeling under the weather today. But I made myself some soup. Because it don't matter how weak I am, I'm still gonna make myself some damn soup. So
that sounds good.
I like soup.
Up water and told my mama to please get me some juice with some vitamins in it to kill those those blood cells.
Stock up on the vitamin D, vitamin C.
Yep. So,
what do you guys think about the Naked Gun reboot with Liam Neeson?
Oh God, no! I heard this is a wild rumor. You didn't hear it here first. I saw it somewhere. Can't remember who said it. Someone said today that Daniel Craig is the new Lincoln Hawks. Is this true?
I haven't heard one thing about that.
That is the worst move I've ever heard. Hugh Jackman was a good Lincoln Hawk in that Real Steel.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, he was all right in that.
That has to be a rumor because I haven't heard that. You know, the one I heard is some Disney board members might vote Bob Chapek out. The only thing that I'm kind of I haven't heard big board members who are on board with it, though, is the thing. Like Michael Eisner, the one who was unjustly fired from Disney just because
he had an opinion.
Steve Jobs and Roy E. Disney. It's confusing. Too many Roys in Disney company. Roy E. Disney was on board, and Steve Jobs, and they were big board members. I haven't heard any big time board members who are on board with him being fired. So
I like Eisner.
Eisner was the best.
Yeah.
After Walt Disney.
And by the way, the STXX Mission Impossible 7 budget was shot up to $290 million.
Well, they're going to do two at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So that means that...
I hope so we never have to hear from it again.
So that means in order for that movie to be a success, it has to make at least $490 million.
Not happening. Not in today's market. Maybe with streaming.
Maybe
that's a good question.
Hold on, maybe Mission Impossible, but it's gonna,
oh no, yeah.
I would say it's going to be maybe it could reach that in at least 3 weeks. I would say maybe.
Yeah, like overnight, it's not going to. Maybe who knows?
If it does, then really Paramount, you're really cheating the numbers,
I mean, they've been hits. I mean, that's the thing. That's why they're doing.
I don't know why they're going with a big studio. They should just be going with Netflix, or because like Netflix and yeah, sure, they're smaller companies, but they're not afraid to say fuck the R rating. We're going to do what we want, which is slowly that's what's going to kill Hollywood is all this control. Oh, we have control when they don't need to have control.
Yeah. And answer that question, Arnold.
Yeah.
What do you say, Joonbug? Sorry.
I'll say Arnold, but there is a part of me that does want to say Bruce Willis because he's still, at least Bruce Willis, when he was good, Bruce Willis kind of had that everyman quality.
Yeah, I like Bruce Willis too.
But like the Lethal Weapon TV show, and they replaced him with Sean William Scott. I swear I was getting Bruce Willis vibes from Sean William Scott because he was making quips like Bruce Willis, and he was sort of the funny action hero,
Blue Willis.
Yeah, now what the Razzies gave him his own category. Did you hear about that?
Oh, that's cool.
Like for
That's just that just pisses me off because that just like
It's like a Medal of Honor.
well, Razzie, you do realize that the only reason Bruce Willis maybe isn't as up to par anymore is because of health issues.
Yeah, it says right here, Bruce Willis has been Razzie nominated for 8 of his movies.
That just
They probably don't know. That's the thing. They're not making it public.
Yeah, here.
Yeah. I don't blame him.
Here, John, right on your stream to the Razzies.
Yeah,
come on,
thumbnail that.
We all want to do it.
To the Razzies.
To the Razzies.
There's your thumbnail.
It's just like I know Matt Thomas commented on it. My Lord of the Rings stream. I because Warner Brothers copyrighted my video, I flipped off Warner Brothers.
That was crazy. 11. What was it? How many hours was that?
Which one?
Well,
the one
that was 11 hours, and then we did another. And then on the other guy's channel, we did another.
The Colossal Rant. Yeah, the Colossal Rant. Was that it?
20. It was 20 hours to celebrate 20 years of my second favorite movie of all time. Because the Lord of the Rings, it's one continuous story, so it's all one movie. The Lord of the Rings is my second favorite movie of all time. So,
okay, and I hope
I just thought
you know what I'm getting ready to watch too is Excalibur. Never seen Excalibur before.
Excalibur is pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Firestarter remake trailer?
No.
I did not see it. I
saw
even though he's not Native American, no George C. Scott, no Firestarter.
Oh yeah, I did hear about this too. Fox acquired Gumby.
Is Eddie Murphy going to be Gumby?
Acquired Gumby. As long as they get Eddie
Instead
Murphy
of Pokey, it's
to
going to be Loki.
Get Eddie Murphy to voice Gumby, I'll be good. And so he can sit there, so we can finally get an official Gumby story.
Yeah.
So Gumby can sit there. I'm Gumby, damn it.
But it was Gumby and Pokey, right? Pokey was his little sidekick. So now instead of Pokey, it's going to be Wokey.
Wokey.
Melissa McCarthy is Wokey.
The Rock.
Oh, Jack and Jill's worse than.
Yeah. The only part I like about Jack and Jill is when the parrot was like, "Who sleeps here?"
Jack and Jill is worse because that ended Dean Cundy's cinematography career.
Yeah.
And now he's doing low budget horror movies that nobody's ever heard of.
And I like at the end when Al Pacino's doing the thing.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
Pacino's
my
the best
boy.
part.
That's my boy. I cannot defend that movie, but to me, I like those really. I do like those really raunchy comedies.
Hey, Mustard Movie.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that in the theater, I think.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Jill.
My ex-girlfriend. Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah, I saw that too, unfortunately. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to get I don't know if I can say this. I'm trying to get a documentary together with Chuck Norris, Van Damme, and Benoit Olsen Marriott for MIA.
Oh, well, let's see.
Hey, Bobby.
Might happen. It looks like it might happen. Like, I would say there's only one person we got to talk to now.
Oh,
hey, baby.
Hey, Gabbo.
Hey. Where's Fabio?
Oh, no, he'll probably pop up.
Well, you need. Well,
here's a question for you guys. What are your thoughts on Leonard?
I don't know. That just shot of him like peeking up from the fucking sunflowers.
Come at us. You'll get canceled, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, to me, I'm just like, you know what? The way I'm feeling right now, that's how I feel about the movie. So
I went to Toby Hooper's what do you call that? Lifetime Achievement Award ceremony.
Yeah.
And they showed Texas 1 and 2. They showed a 16mm print of 2 after. We were there for like 6 hours. And it was so crazy. Like there was a guy they hired. They hired a guy to dress up like Leatherface with a real chainsaw. And he was in the audience, like running around, like ah. But I caught him sneaking in beers and drinking them in a movie theater, and then like boom, he fired up the chainsaw, and it was gas everywhere, smoke and shit.
Ash,
it's on my YouTube channel.
By the way, Gabbo, I sent you a
I'll
link
say this:
now.
Hash Brown, release All American Massacre.
Yeah. Hey, Kamen Rider.
Hey.
I mean, Toby Hooper's son directing a movie. You have Buckethead as Leatherface and Buckethead doing the music.
There you go.
Even
Why
the
not?
Leatherface looks stupid.
I mean, Buckethead's such an underrated guitar player.
He's good, man. He can scale like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Pentatonics, amazing. Harmonics, amazing.
Yeah.
Alex is here. Hey.
Hey.
And Scotty's in the chat. Hey, Scotty.
Scotty, baby.
Yeah. Let me know if you want to come in. We've been going for 15 minutes here.
15 minutes. That's not too long.
No, we've just started, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were we talking about just now?
Leatherface.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Alex?
I haven't seen it yet, but
like it's directed by Fede Alvarez, so I wouldn't be surprised if they went really fucking gory with it.
I haven't seen this new Leatherface, but it doesn't hold my interest.
Yeah, it's like and maybe I'll watch it, maybe I won't. Depends.
To me, it just looks, very, like every other horror movie now, very mediocre. And like, which ones are they ignoring now? I mean, I think isn't this supposed to be a direct sequel to the first one again?
Yeah.
What else is next?
And they're doing the fucking Halloween thing. They're doing the you're the loose end after 50 years or whatever the fuck it is.
And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't this one try to do a little meta shit? I don't know.
I don't know. And I'm just like, I mean, at least with like what I was trying to talk to Victor Miller about, because I found his email address, like saying, listen, I mean, I would shoot Friday the 13th in more of a grindhouse style.
Yeah, for sure.
Worst film of 2022.
Not ignore any sequels, because personally, it's more challenging as a writer to connect all the movies. And Warner Brothers owns all of them flat outright.
Yes.
Something with the ideal that the Interstellar or something, Warner Brothers got Friday the 13th. Like I think with the budget, with the gross of Interstellar, they got the rights to Friday the 13th. So Warner Brothers owns it outright, and Blumhouse cannot buy it because they have a contract with Universal, and if they do that, then they will break contract. It's I'm pretty sure that is in their contract. They cannot branch out with another studio. So,
yeah. So how you doing, Alex?
I'm doing well. I actually just woke up a while ago, but I'm doing well.
Cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, my brother wanted to kind of ask you guys too, because he just watched The Matrix for the first time, so now we're kind of taking suggestions out there.
I love that fucking editing job he did on that. How you both go back to your same rooms. I was like, man, that was fucking epic. And how nicely he cut it together, and the scenes he chose to cut that together, I was like, yeah, that's fresh.
Yeah.
You don't get that anymore.
Well, John, I know you've seen it because I think you reviewed it for me when you're taking suggestions. Has your brother seen Ben-Hur?
No, he hasn't.
Now, warn him, it is 3 hours long, but Ben-Hur does have a nice flow to it. You have it right, so.
Oh, there he is.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew.
Oh yeah. He's probably watching right now. So
Ben Hur.
I appreciate that video. I thought that was a really great video.
yeah, if there's any movies that you want to mention here, or people in the chat, or I
love it too because like the chemistry between you guys is so fucking good. It's so good. It's so like that first one when you guys are eating.
Oh yeah, watching Jackass. And by the way, Jay, we did debunk that ghost. It was my cat. It was not ghost. It was not a ghost. Hollow Man.
Yeah,
we played.
But there still is time for Halloween.
Well, we live beside a cemetery, so anything could happen.
We live beside a cemetery.
Tarman's gonna come.
It's probably like 1,000 more plots.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be cool for you guys to maybe react to. If you might, you're gonna have to probably find them on. You can probably find on Amazon pretty cheaply. The old Tarzan movies. I think I have them on the list.
I got them on my Amazon and the old Dick Tracy's. And I never saw Dick Tracy. Now I was gonna start watching it, and then I think Fabio did a Dick Tracy video. I think
the old Dick Tracy's are so much better than the Warren Beatty ones.
I've never seen the Warren Beatty one.
That's good.
The original Dick Tracy's are better, I think. But the old Tarzan movies, I mean, like you literally have Johnny Weissmuller. Like it's one of those things. Like, okay, you probably could make it nowadays, but the message has to be fuck PETA, because you have Johnny Weissmuller actually wrestling tigers.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
like the old Jungle Book. Remember the old black and white Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking freaked me out as a kid.
With Sabu.
Yeah, Sabu.
But we have talked about doing like maybe for entertainment purposes, like maybe do some paranormal stuff. Because since we live beside a cemetery, I don't know, but we thought about it.
How about
you guys got Bigfoot and ghosts out there?
How about
and the dog man?
You know.
Gotta be careful.
Lately, what I've been watching too, just because I do feel that it gets underappreciated. I've been watching a lot of silent movies.
Okay.
My boy.
But that takes a special type of film person to watch a silent movie. So
I want to watch that Inferno. Was it 1914? I'm probably wrong. Inferno.
1911. The adaptation of Dante's Inferno. The Nickelodeon. Yeah. That was adapted.
That was pretty cool looking. I skimmed through it. It was pretty fucking cool.
That is one of the most horrific horror movies you've ever seen, and it's from 1911. And this could easily come out nowadays and freak people out.
Yeah.
One that I like. It's from 1922, not Nosferatu.
Yeah.
But
have you ever seen the video for Tonight by the Pumpkins? How they have all the backdrops and everything.
Yeah.
Just bring that shit back already.
Hexen. Have you guys?
Hexen.
1922.
Billy Corgan's first band was Hexen.
Huh.
Oh, he's back at it again.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
I'm up with all the creative fatalities.
What did Brett Ratner do?
He raped some women.
What?
He's been accused of some things.
Yeah.
Well, with Brett Ratner,
kill them all. Down the hatch.
Victor Salva, give him the worst because. First of all, because the other two, there's speculation. Victor Salva, it is 100% proven. So forget all the rest of the stuff. Get an old piece of hickory wood, that saw like Walking Tall, and then beat Victor Salva with it, and give him a great whooping like his daddy should have done.
What you do is you take that wood, and first you bust off all his toenails.
Wrapping in barbed wire.
Barbed wire.
Then you bust off all his fingernails.
Light it on.
Then you get creative.
Yeah, like a hardcore match.
Yeah.
Did you see this? No, you do. What you do is you do this. What this one guy did on YouTube. He made Lucille on. He called it Lucille's boyfriend. He wrapped it up in a metal baseball bat with chains, and then spikes. So you give Victor Salva that.
Yeah.
I heard they did that to Superman. They I think I was watching Nerdettes or something like that. They said
I know they made Superboy gay.
Well, they took an old story, actually like a good story from way back, and then they flipped it where the Russians were because of the toxic radiation in the air, Superman had no powers, and they tortured Clark Kent for like 7 years or something like that.
Huh.
Like they raped him and did horrible things to him. And I'm like, why the fuck would you write that for DC? Why would you take a great existing story and then turn it like that and try to sell it? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm old fashioned, but that's just me. I don't know.
Jump
I don't know.
Force. What's Jump Force?
It's an anime fighting game. I don't think it would hold your interest anyways.
I never heard of it. I think we're kind of
what?
I think we're caught up with the comments. Oh wait, here's a Bobby.
Oh, where's Bobby? Get Bobby in here.
Oh, Dash. You mean the My Little Pony character? Yeah. And Godzilla stepped on him and vaporized Victor Salva.
Yeah.
You imagine?
Like Bambi.
Could you imagine that fucking Godzilla teaming up with My Little Pony to kill Victor Salva?
I'd buy it.
That's a weird tag team, but I'll go for it.
It is.
Hey, you know what? We should just write that comic book.
Yeah. Just have them like obliterate.
Here's what you do to Victor if Godzilla meets Victor Salva. First of all, Godzilla sits there, picks him up, looks at him for a little bit, throws him up in the air, hits him with his tail, plays a little baseball with him a little bit.
Yeah.
And then after he gets bored, he breathes his atomic breath on him while he's flying in the air.
Scream 3 is the latest. Yeah, I would say so.
I never really liked any of the Scream movies, so
Okay.
There's some parts of 4 that I don't mind, but
I like the first one, but I don't remember it at all.
For me, I'm not a fan of that type of meta humor, so
yeah.
You know, it has to be kind of done right for me. And like Scream, definitely is probably one of the best ones, but I'm just not a fan of that type of humor.
The first one is definitely the best.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Like it started to wear off as the series went on. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got.
Like I think Jason
Okay.
Lives does it right too. The meta humor.
All of them get everything.
To quote Raphael from the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie, where did they come up with this stuff?
Here's Scotty. Hey,
just give it to all of them.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Scotty.
What's up?
Hey, Matt. Hey, Ty. Hey, Alex. John. Always
go
a
for you to
pleasure.
drop in, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I was gonna say, well, I guess I'll sort of talk about my thoughts on Scream 5, but I did see the new Jackass film. That was quite hilarious, and I mean, I don't know which ones really overdid it, but I can say, yeah, the spider on the nipple, yeah, that was.
What's up with the snake? The snake in the helmet.
I'm hopefully going to be seeing it with my dad this weekend. So.
Oh, the snake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a mind game.
Yeah, it's really a mind game.
It's like you can't.
That girl in Jackass, the new girl that they got, she's pretty good looking.
Yeah, I don't know who she was,
she
but she was banging.
And hey, you know what? Based on some of the clips I've heard of, Johnny said that she was a lot willing to do more stuff than the guys. I don't know if I want to date that girl.
Oh,
yeah.
Because I don't know what she's into, you know?
She might definitely like dirt biking and all those. And
Dirt biking.
Joonbug,
Yeah, that's not what I was talking
Those
about.
dogs
Yeah.
barking.
Yeah, I
hear
thought that was
something.
fucking chupacabra. What the fuck was?
What is that?
It's over there somewhere.
Bobby's in here.
and figured I'd go ahead and have
Yeah,
What you got there? Hey, Bobby.
that's a good
Hey
tradition.
guys.
Hey,
Actually, it's garden chicken strips, but it's actually believe it or not, they're plant based. So they have to admit they taste pretty decent. Not
What is that?
vegetarian or anything.
Dude, is that the Mothman or something?
I think so. Fuck, he's fucking singing for his supper too. He saw Scotty's food over there. He was like,
I can hear it real good in this.
That sounds like coyotes having sex.
Yeah, it's not bad tasting. And got some tea, of course. Cereal sugar.
Hey, Fabio.
Is
it's
this
a submarine. Fabio.
Fabio.
Man,
Hey, Fabio.
Hey, Fabio.
I wish I upgraded tonight.
Matt, are you about to get this video flagged?
Me? No. I hope not.
Because of the coyotes or something?
Nah, it's probably a UFO. That's what it is.
Wait a
I don't know
minute.
what that was. It kind of scared me when I heard it.
Matt,
Matt Singer.
just stay out there because if you get abducted by aliens, we're all going viral then.
At least you'll get the views.
Get dug by wild bed.
Fucking yeah.
But I'm going to say this. and that-
Chupacabra is gonna jump up
Forever
here and fucking
Hey, Fabio.
jump on me.
It's those Canadian aliens.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say that guy from Jackass Forever, Steve-O, he really went through a lot. I mean, the bees on the nets. And,
On the crotch, yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh.
Matt, is it the truckers?
Is it the trucker? Oh my god! I think some of them are here. I think.
Beyond
The
chicken.
Beyond Chicken. I don't want to.
What do you guys feel about the truckers? How do you feel about the truckers, Joonbug?
Right on.
Right on.
I actually saw somebody that did the
Thank you.
taste test of that
Fabio.
Beyond Chicken. There's a guy, I forget, it's Sean Work. He has a YouTube channel. He actually did a little video on those, and they look decent. He said the breading was good. He actually gave it a 9, but then I saw another guy like a few weeks before saying that he couldn't even eat them or something.
Oof.
I guess he probably should have ate them like right when they, gave them to him through the drive-through. I don't know.
What I'll do is I'll try one, and then if I don't like it, I'll just give it to my wife.
Give it to your rabbit.
Yeah, my rabbit. Yeah, my rabbit's coming on Sunday.
I still say you need to get a female rabbit and name it Jessica.
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit. Yeah.
You know what I definitely like about my new job? That, every lunch, it's actually prepaid. You get like a $15 credit
Oh,
every day.
That's cool, man.
I did hear
You get
this.
your choices. It's usually
Speaking
4
of-
choices, but you get your good share of food.
I like that.
On Monday, I couldn't finish mine. I actually had it for supper, so I'll take
did
that.
hear
Gives you a little
Speaking
bit
of
more of
Roger
an
Rabbit.
incentive too. It's good.
They actually were planning on doing a sequel. And yeah, we're going to replace Bob Hoskins.
Hopkins.
Hoskins. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they were going to replace him with this actor. It's Stephen Graham, is who I heard.
Huh.
But the problem is Robert Zemeckis didn't say who it was, but it got shut down because they wanted him to desexualize Jessica Rabbit, and he said no.
What do they want to do to Jessica Rabbit?
Desexualize her.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or early signs of the SJWs, ladies and gentlemen.
And Zemeckis just said no.
Why
Yeah.
can't we have a sexy Jessica Rabbit? I don't get it. Why
Yeah.
can't we?
Maybe she had a daughter that's even sexier.
Oh, damn.
I mean,
Don't-
hey, you know what I want to see? Let's go. Let's have a blonde Jessica
Yeah.
with Scarlet, with like Elizabeth Taylor, violet eyes.
I like
Yeah.
violet eyes.
I do like I like violet eyes too.
I like green emeraldy.
Yeah.
Because I have green eyes, so I like that. I don't know.
All right.
Green's a good color.
I mean, hey, Hey, I mean, it's the prettiest combination. I like blonde hair and blue eyes.
I'm having an image of.
I agree.
Fuck
Yeah.
Jeffrey Jones, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What you just
So-
described about a blonde Jessica Rabbit made me think of Cameron Diaz's character in The Mask.
Yeah. I can't believe she was like 22 when she
Yeah.
made that.
Yeah, she looked great in that film.
And she's still
Yeah.
a babe.
I liked her.
It's so weird. Like when that movie came out, everybody was talking about her.
You know that.
Everybody.
Yeah, that was. You guys know that they always said that was her first movie.
Yeah. So Ty likes Nazis.
Hey, blonde hair and blue eyes. Hitler totally had good taste.
I can fight to you. Gaga.
By the
Oh,
way,
God,
that's
Kamen Rider.
sarcasm.
Oh, okay.
Kamen Rider. Mass Singer is a bad influence.
Mask Singer is a bad
Who's
one.
Gary Glitter?
Okay, because they're all confirmed pedophiles.
Gary Glitter.
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Someone
Wasn't
told
he
me
like
last time-
Liberace or something?
That's that guy. You guys remember the trailer for Ford Fairlane, right?
Yeah.
They paid that.
Taylor for what?
Ford Fairlane?
Yeah, what about him?
Rock and Roll Part 2. It's the trailer for that they play, the song that they play for Ford Fairlane. You guys know what I'm talking about?
It's the
Sorta.
It's
Who's the
the song they used a lot in a lot of films, like in Joe.
Right. It's Rock and Roll Part 2 is the song. That guy.
What'd he do? I feel like we answered this last week.
He tried to get.
I feel like we got this question last week.
he
I
got
already
his-
forgot.
He got his computer serviced, and he took it to like Geek Squad before Geek Squad. To get
Okay.
the computer fixed. And the guy found out his problem in 1998. He got apparently, from what I've read, 15 Trojan horses on his computer, all because of kitty porn.
Oh.
Kitty porn. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in prison, right?
No. He did serve his time, but then he served about 3 years and was let out for good behavior.
So he did more time than Victor Salva.
I don't get why they just don't keep these people in jail. They know they're going to do it again.
Yeah.
They know they're going to do it again. And like, even
I
if you
will say
castrate
this.
someone, right? Even if you
I will
chemically
say
castrate
this.
someone, I would think that maybe they would still try and do it. So
And
why
I
don't they
will
just
say
keep them in
this, from
jail?
what I've heard, Gary Glitter has not done it again. At least from what I've heard. So maybe
He better not do it again, because then Mass Singer is going to pay him a visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mass Singer's going to take care of him.
I'll
Yeah.
just say, because all of those people are confirmed pedophiles, just tie them all up and do all of it to them.
Yeah, first.
Yeah.
And and then R. Kelly gets special treatment. Pee on R. Kelly.
He gets some
No, he
xenomorph pee. He gets some fucking alien pee.
Every time,
no.
every time Masked Singer shows up, the fatality music plays.
At that point, come on. We'll
Pass, fail.
I think we could safely say we'll all take the bullet for his victims. We'll just close our eyes and pee on R. Kelly.
Yep.
Hey, I just found out that apparently Gary Glitter was convicted of
What happened?
Hey, look what
he
you've
was
done.
convicted of child
Yeah.
sexual abuse and attempted rape in 2006 and 2015.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, well, so he has
This is after they let him out?
yes,
Oh,
because
Yeah.
it was 2000.
I got
Like, oh man,
Yeah, he was actually deported.
imagine
from
that judge. That
Cambodia.
judge must feel like a piece of shit.
He said
for
it
that.
says he was deported from Cambodia on suspected child abuse charges in 2002. Then, after he settled in Vietnam, in 2012 he was arrested again as part of the Operation U Tree. He was released on bail, but eventually charged. And on February 5th, 2015, he was found guilty of attempted rape, 4 counts of indecent assault, and one of having sex with a girl under the age of 13 between 1975 and 1980. And 2015, he was sentenced to a total of 16 years in prison. Oh boy.
Okay, so he's in prison now.
Good.
I hope he's in prison.
Yeah. What a. Okay, I didn't hear all that stuff. What a sicko.
What a fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just make it a worldwide law? Castrate pedophiles.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think that's good enough, though. Honestly,
They should be hung, right?
because they're gonna do it again.
Well, hey. Well,
They're gonna do it again out of spite. You know, they're gonna do it again.
Hey. Oh, either that or just give him. Just do it. Just do what Jesus did. What wanted to do to him. Jesus said they're better off drowning in the lake.
Okay.
You know, so maybe paint him by a few ropes.
Maybe, if anyone remembers the first Resident Evil, maybe put them in the trap room and the laser grid, and maybe they'll get them all in there. Maybe that'd be a good.
Yeah. No. Speaking of Resident Evil, I saw a good bad flicks talk about the new movie Welcome to Raccoon City. He did not like it that much.
Maybe what you do. Maybe what you do is maybe just you tie them up, and then you hire a guy who has some boxing training and give him some haymakers right in the balls.
Yeah.
Here's a good question, but I don't know if we all could answer it.
Stuck on an island. What 5 movies before the?
What's the question? Hold on. If you were stuck on an island, what 5 movies before the 70s, 80s, and 90s would you take with you? Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
That's from the 70s?
No, that's from the 30s.
It's the 70s.
Or
39.
The Wiz. I think the Wiz is the.
Yeah, the
70s.
Wiz.
Before.
Yeah. I'll just pick one movie from each decade. I'll do that to make it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaws from the 70s, 80s.
He's saying before. So that would
Yeah,
be,
before the 70s.
Before. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My
so
bad.
yeah.
So you got
Wizard
it right.
Well, let's see. Wizard of Oz,
Wizard
definitely.
of Oz.
Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur. Okay.
How about Charlie Chan? Is that before 70s or is that 70s?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Wait,
80s, no?
wait.
Charlie Chan.
Yeah. There you go. All the rest of them, Charlie Chan. But then just decided to drop 47 of them.
What about the OG Godzilla, King Kong?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. Especially the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Did they for King Kong? Did they use
Cleopatra.
that method that was created by Walt Disney with the multi-layer camera? Did they use that for that?
No.
You know, like how they do animation, but it's like I think Pinocchio was the first movie to do it.
The multi-plane camera was Walt Disney invented that. It was plans to make a better camera.
That thing is fucking cool.
That thing was.
That is fucking cool.
I want one.
It's like imagine like you're standing on top of like eight fucking towers or whatever, and you're looking down through a fucking hole, and each pane of glass is a different screen, and they use the animation on each pane of glass to replicate 3D.
Somebody
it's so cool.
Somebody really paid attention to the John Carter documentary.
I remember seeing that from Walt Disney on Netflix.
Oh, speaking of Walt,
was it on Netflix or was it on Disney? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what it
super
was
cool.
on. It's Disney stock footage, so
yeah.
Speaking of Walt Disney, and to answer DJ's question, probably the early Disney stuff like Snow White, Cinderella.
Yeah.
2001: Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 2001. Let's say Bullet.
Goldfinger.
Okay, so let's see.
Easy Rider.
Films. Yeah.
So I got Wizard of Oz.
Any Led Zeppelin
Ben-Hur,
69
King-
bootleg I could find.
King. I would pick King Kong.
Batman the movie.
Maybe I guess.
Yeah.
Butch
The
Cassidy.
cereals?
Yeah.
Those cereals?
Well,
No, the
the
60s.
Yeah.
the Adam
You know
West
what?
movie.
I'm gonna say
Mhm.
Cleopatra because at least Cleopatra, the extended cut, it's the longest movie ever released in Hollywood at 4 hours and 30 minutes.
They
So there you
fucking
go. I mean,
they
I'm
burned
dropping
through
the
a
Desert
pyramid
Island,
of cash on that movie, dude. They burnt through so much money on that.
Yeah.
well, that movie.
Holy shit.
There's an entirely other movie. You had Peter Finch as Julius Caesar, and then Stephen Boyd as Mark Antony. And oh my gosh, I mean, and
Ten Commandments. That's going on there.
Yeah.
I would say 10 Commandments would definitely be a good honorable mention.
Boy.
Hey,
Stranger boy.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Movies before the 70s.
We take on a desert island.
I'll take.
Yeah,
I'll
Ten
take
Commandments definitely going there.
Yeah.
I'll take the 1953 Titanic movie on the island.
Yeah, the
Jason, yeah, and Jason and the Argonauts.
Yeah.
I
Planet of the Apes.
I think I have a list if anyone's interested or to answer DJ's question.
Ryan.
What one would be 2001 Space Odyssey? The other one would be The Wild Bunch. Planet of the Apes.
Seven Samurai.
That's a great.
Yeah. Or Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah.
Is that pre-70s?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and Yojimbo.
I think so. Yeah.
And maybe Easy Rider.
I'm not well versed in the
Five Little Peppers.
Oh, I can't believe we haven't mentioned this one. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
See, for me, that was a tough question because it was like that's
how can I forget
film.
The Graduate?
You guys like the 70s, 80s, and all that stuff. My era is classic Hollywood. So
you like those silver screen era.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great era, man. That's a great fucking era. They don't do it like that anymore.
To tell you the honest truth, when it comes to my favorite movies, the earliest it gets is probably Enter the Dragon, which was 73.
Yeah.
Troll 2. They're gonna eat me. Oh my god.
Troll 2, huh?
Yeah, Troll 2.
Did anybody see the trailer for that new movie Crabs?
No.
That looks great.
Yeah,
horribly good. Right up there with Shark Week.
To add to DJ's question, how about this? 5 movies from the 70s, 5 movies from the 80s, and 5 movies from the 90s.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good point right there. It's kind of hard to do.
Straw Dogs.
I wasn't born in like the 1950s or 40s or anything like that.
Funny.
I mean, I do like the Three Stooges, but that's mainly a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Jaws.
Straw Dogs was really good from the 70s. I think it was from the 70s.
Yeah, 1971 specifically.
Yeah,
Rocky.
Kind of a TV show. But yeah.
Rocky 1 and 2.
Alien.
The Warriors.
The Warriors, yeah.
Jaws.
Oh, Taxi Driver.
The original Superman.
Yeah.
Duck You
Star
Sucker.
Wars.
Dirty Harry.
Yeah. That's what I'll pick. Duck You Sucker. Did you guys ever see that one?
Coffee.
Oh, is that the one, James Coburn?
Coffee.
Yeah, with James Coburn and Rod Steiger, directed by Sergio Leone.
I've seen parts of it.
Yeah.
Your double dealing days are over, motherfucker. Boom! Right in the face. Boom!
Such a whiny baby because he smoked all that weed and lost his weight. That's what
he owes me money, Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Then she's like, where? I'm going because people.
Fabio.
My Masters of the Universe.
You know what I would pick from the 70s? I actually do like it quite a bit. The 1975 Black Dahlia movie.
Oh,
Never saw it.
Never saw it.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
1970. That has
Coffee. Yeah.
that has
Yeah. You double
that movie. 1970s Black Dahlia movie. It has Lucille Ball's daughter playing Elizabeth Short.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I've never seen that one.
And she did not want her to do it because Lucille Ball knew Elizabeth. But she said, forget it, I'm going to do it.
Least favorite movie from each year of your life.
There's a lot of movies, baby.
Yeah.
That's a lot of movies.
95 would probably be Vampire in Brooklyn or something like that.
1990.
I couldn't even answer that question.
96.
I don't remember which movies were bad in 84.
Okay, 1992.
84.
So
yeah, I'm trying to. That's
You're born in 84.
Yeah.
Wait, are you for real?
from each year.
Yeah, you didn't know
Talking
that?
about each year of your life, like from all the way from when you were born to
You
all.
thought I was younger, huh?
Wait. Least movie from each year of your life.
Yeah. 89.
See, I can be 43, so that's a long.
Yeah.
That's a whole
See, well,
podcast.
For me, I kind of have the problem that like
I don't know about each year.
89, like I have a vast knowledge of film, and even the greatest film historians, we all have that big cutoff point. So for me, like literally, it's 1914 to about 1989 ish. So like 1992, I have to really think about a good movie released in 1992.
A good movie released in 1992. How about Aladdin?
What one?
That's a good movie. I saw that one a couple of times in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually dressed up as Jafar one time.
Oh, really?
I would say the year I was born, The Karate Kid Part 3.
Karate Kid Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
I don't think the Karate Kid Part
So,
3.
I guess for me,
At least Cobra Kai kind of expands on why Terry the way he was. Apparently, he was on a lot of coke.
I'm looking at other ones here. Elves.
1990.
1992, I guess for me, it would be like, I guess for argument's sake, I'd say Bram Stoker's Dracula, but
Stoker's Dracula is a good one.
I like that one.
1993.
I used to think Halloween 3 season.
1993.
Hey, Jonathan Mills.
Hey, Jonathan Mills.
Hey, Jonathan. Bill.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hi.
What's going on, John Mills?
Yeah, John was saying that on Fabio's stream. They got a new poster.
Least favorite movie from 96. Probably Kazam.
But I thought you were born in 95, right?
I was born in 95. I would probably be Vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh, I thought of another bad movie in 1996, Lawnmower Man 2, Job's War, Beyond Cyberspace.
DJ,
Easily one of the worst sequels that you didn't need.
DJ,
I'd rather watch the theatrical version of Family Raccoon than that piece of shit.
Like,
Matt will
I
go
would
to
have
that
to
one.
stop and think about it. Like, okay,
1997.
What year were you born, Joonbug? 92?
92.
The worst movies that year.
Cool World, maybe.
Cool World, yeah.
Oh, that was. I like it, but I don't.
I like Cool World.
Okay.
That's one of the first movies that popped up, but I'll look at it.
Hollywood, if she could.
Honey, I
like
Blew Up the
Cool
Kid.
World. I mean, because come on,
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood versus Jessica Rabbit. I mean, I think Hollywood is, in some ways,
There's a team up we need.
That's a team up.
yes.
Yeah.
I guess you can also say that
Wait,
maybe
wait.
Seltzer and Freeberg movies that those guys
Hold
done.
on. I'll say this: Charlize Theron, fuck your lesbian Die Hard movie. We want Hollywood and Jessica Rabbit lesbian movie.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yep. First.
Okay.
How about
Get the scissors and cut this one out.
To
Sorry, that's a bad joke.
all right. To recap, 95.
Alien 3. Yeah, there you go. Alien
Okay.
3.
Ultimate Alien 3.
Okay, even though
eh,
I
I
don't
always
like
watch Alien 3 over Lawnmower Man
but
2 any
I
day
mean,
of
you
the
guys
week.
don't like.
The bitch is back.
I don't like Alien
I always thought it
3,
was a very
but I think you
tagline
guys
to
hate it more
use.
than I do. So to me, it's just
okay.
one of those.
97. You saw this one coming.
Okay, so 93,
Oh yeah, MK Annihilation.
Yeah.
93.
Ah! Sorry, I hit
gosh,
my thing
don't
by
know.
accident.
Are you good?
I was trying to share the live stream with my.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, Neverending Story 3. Easily one of the worst ones of all time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jack
definitely.
Black. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, rather
90
easily would watch Alien 3 over that piece of shit too.
Yeah.
With Jack Black's unibrow going on in the movie.
You know what? I want to see. Did you guys ever read the book, The Neverending Story?
No,
I started to. I was reading that. I saw a script excerpt for when a tray meets the Mork, and the Mork is chained up. Did you see that? Whoa!
The book.
Whoa! Yeah, he gets a tray in his mouth. He's like,
You know, that's the thing is, I know people would get mad I would not, if they're solely just going to base it off the book and nothing to do with the original movie, I would not mind a Never-Ending Story remake, only if it's based off the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
like
book,
Rambo. If they're gonna redo Rambo, they gotta do the book. They can't. They can't. They can't.
Didn't Rambo only have like one book?
They had 3.
Oh, they had 3.
Yeah. But they cross paradox it. They do like the first book is the first book, and then the second book is like a new. It's a kind of like a retelling, kind of like a spirit. It kind of feels like Rambo goes from one spiritual plane to another spiritual plane.
I got a better idea. How about favorite movie from you were born? Favorite movie from you.
Favorite movies from
Rocky 2.
Rocky 2.
Batman.
Godzilla 2000. Give me 1999. I was born.
On that movie.
It's hard to say which one from '84 was considered. I mean, I like
You
several.
were born in '84?
Yeah,
I swear you were like around my age.
What about Scotty? What about like Terminator or
Terminator, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. That's
Yes.
I'm gonna cheat. So yes, even though it came out in '91, I'm just gonna say Terminator 2 because I'm sure it was in theaters in 1992. So
Changed my life when I saw it in theaters. I was a little kid when I saw that.
Yes, I'm cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't even allowed in. They snuck me in.
I thought you were going to say Batman Returns or something.
Batman Returns. Lethal Weapon 3 would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm just gonna stick with my cheating answer because I'm sure somewhere it was in theaters in '92.
Do you guys think Mel Gibson's gonna be able to pull off Lethal Weapon 5?
I don't know.
I hope so. I mean, he's not 90 years old or almost there, right?
I don't know about Danny Glover.
Yeah.
I'm worried about Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Y'all already
Yeah.
know what
The thing
He
is,
signed on. He signed on though.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
I hope they do it this way because remember, Lethal Weapon 5, they had Mel Gibson's son and his Murtaugh's grandson who were born on the same day, right? You find two younger kids and you pass the torch that way. They both become cops.
They would be of the age now.
Yeah, yes, exactly. The only thing is it would be Butters and Riggs. Butters. Yeah. Because I think that was
Yeah.
because I think
I wonder how many times he's going to say that.
Butters, if I remember right?
I love Butters.
Sergeant Butters, wasn't that his last name or something?
Yeah, Butters.
You got to have that fucking shark come back.
Yeah.
This
Jeff
big
Pesci.
fucking shark. Am I allowed to say big fucking shark on here?
The only thing is, I don't know who you get to play. The grandson of Danny Glover, and then
I remember
Son of
someone
Mel
mentioning
Gibson.
that maybe what's his face?
Wiz
Chris
Khalifa.
Hemsworth was maybe a possibility because of he being Australian.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters, but because Mel Gibson doesn't really have an Australian accent as Riggs, so
Yeah, it's
Sometimes he does. In the first one, he does a little bit.
but Ice Cube,
Yeah.
get Ice Cube Jr. as Butters.
Oh shit!
Ice Cube Jr. as Riggs. Riggs
Butters.
Jr.
Like I can
We
see
find out
the
we're really
proper choice-
happy. It was
I would see the
Butters.
proper choice being Michael B. Jordan if possible. So,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Ice
gosh.
Cube Jr. as Butters,
Okay, going back
and
to
then
Know who was good at who was really good on screen rapper who was I really liked on screen was Method Man in Copland.
Not the man in Copland.
yeah.
You know when he's got the guy over the building, over the side of the building, he's like, maybe I'll let you go home to your family.
Method,
He was fucking intimidating.
Method Man was George Lucas's first choice to play Boba.
Really?
Who?
His first choice to play Jango Fett.
Django Pet, yeah.
Interesting.
who was the first choice?
Method Man.
Method Man.
What?
Method
I love
Man's
Method Man.
Yeah.
Okay, I get them
I like
confused.
Redman too.
Method Man's the taller one, right? Out of Red
Yeah.
Man, right?
I'm not sure. Red Man's more skinnier.
Redman's skinnier. He's funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Method Man.
I'm gonna rip your tongue out and lick my ass with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It was the real tall, bulkier one.
Yeah.
Method
Yeah.
Man, right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I get them confused.
He's great. He's
Um,
fucking great.
Man
Let's
is also
see.
part of. Method Man is
He
also.
So
could have been a
Ice Cube
big movie star.
Ice Cube Jr. as Murtaugh's grandson.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Probably.
who the? This is the problem. Like trying to pick younger actors born in the 90s.
I would not want to see it though.
Could you imagine if they would have went with that ending for Lethal Weapon 2 where they killed off Riggs? Could you imagine that? How much that would have sucked?
Because I wish they could have at least adapted Shane Black's part of the script where it was a little darker, but not the ending. Man.
Yeah.
Oh, Mel Gibson's so good, and even in 4, he's really, really, really good.
Yeah,
4 was good.
I liked all of them, even if the 4 didn't have the.
What about that one guy?
Went a little overboard in the
By
comments.
the way, I like Uriel's profile pic with the Pac-Man symbols.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. Yeah.
Canadian Bacon. I remember we had to watch that in grade school, and I couldn't get into it.
What about that one guy?
Or in high school or grade school?
What about?
I remember. I think it was the year we were switching over.
What about that one guy? They picked him to play He-Man. That Noah.
Centino.
Yeah. What about him as Riggs' son?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to see a Lethal Weapon 5 at this point.
Me neither.
Like, I want to see it if it's Richard Donner-esque. Like, if they can capture the Richard Donner feel, I want to see it. And I have faith in Mel Gibson because his directing is fucking spot on. But I just hope there's no like the fat cats get in there and fucking switch everything around.
Yeah,
I don't want
I'm going to see it because this was Richard Donner's dying choice that say, hey, Mel, you have to finish this. So if Mel can...
Well, yeah, that was the last movie he signed on for.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to see it for Richard Donner.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
It might not be needed, but for Richard. You know what I mean?
What do you expect Danny Glover to do? I mean, Danny Glover is 75, 6.
That's
just
why
do this. All I want to see is this. I want to see him pull the gun out, and I want to see him go. That's all I want.
I would hope that since
Predator
those
2.
kids are of age now, when they could be cops, just have them come back. You know,
I'll be right back.
Okay,
right back.
That's what I say.
I agree. Yeah.
Annihilation. And speaking of which, the favorite movie from the year I was born, you know my pick already, the Mortal Kombat 95.
Yeah. This is a good question. I ask this question all the time, Johnny.
Yeah, by sucking everyone to Hollywood.
Yeah, it was funny.
I'm going to say something that
Kelly made an interesting little cameo in that.
I know, Joonbug, you're a fan of Fox.
Yeah. I actually do think I've seen her in a lot of independent stuff where Megan Fox actually did have to show some acting talent, and I think she's one of those actresses. She's not a natural actress. She needs a really good director. And let's face it, she hasn't really worked with a lot of great directors who know how to work with her, I think.
That probably adds to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mickey Rourke and Bill Murray, she did a movie with them. And Kelly Lynch even. Bill Murray and all of them said that they were impressed that, she was 27 years old and they were impressed with her talent.
Yeah.
And, Mickey Rourke is, if you suck, Mickey Rourke will tell you flat out. So,
Yeah.
I saw him in this new movie, like Bruce Willis, because now he's got a movie coming out every week now. I think it was something else. But yeah, Bruce Willis has got a movie with Luke Wilson in it and Kevin Dillon. I'm like, really? Wow.
About it, and I don't have any interest in it.
Shia LaBeouf.
Very good actor, but he needs to get sober.
Yeah, he needs to get himself some help for sure because he can really lose it.
Because last I heard, he went to rehab, but then he relapsed.
Uh-oh.
Just do it, Shia LaBeouf. Get some help. Just do it.
Yes, do it. Do it now.
Do it now. Come on.
Do it now.
Have you seen that video where he said, Just do it.
Yes.
Make me wake up too.
Yes,
And, oh yeah, they said that I read supposedly Bam Margera had a cameo in Jackass Forever, but I didn't see where did he come?
Bam Margera was in like the treadmill bit when they all march into the treadmill with the instruments. He's like right behind Johnny Knoxville, and that's like the one scene he's in. But after that, you don't see him anymore.
Huh.
Interesting.
I wonder if they had to put it. I wonder if they had to put him in or something because maybe that was the ruling of the court case. Because remember when the movie was supposed to come out in October?
Yeah.
That's Bam canceled the movie because he tried to sue Johnny Knoxville. I wonder if that's how they settled out of court or something.
Probably. I mean, but they are still like good friends. So maybe.
Jeez, love.
Yeah, there are enemies out here.
They're probably still good friends, but Bam needs to get his act straight.
Yeah, from what I read, he's been in and out of rehab so many times, and he's aged badly too. I don't know if it's just me.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah, he has.
Good night,
he has, and like,
hopefully, Masked Singer don't have any lucid dreams about.
That's the thing I try to explain to people. Okay, again, Bam, there was a legal contract that they all had to sign once Steve-O, got sober. That they will be random drug tests, and I think they had like a 3-strike you're out rule, which is very lenient for a job. I mean, if any of us, what's going to happen to any of us if we fail a drug test at work?
We get fired.
Exactly. Johnny and their friends, because they were all friends, they gave him 3 strikes you're out.
Yeah.
Who?
Johnny, from what I've read.
Bam Margera.
Yeah, Bam Margera.
From what I've read, Johnny gave him multiple chances, more than the contract even allowed. Because they're friends,
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, it's Bam. At the end of the day, it's Bam's choice if he wants to get sober, and he's kind of proven he doesn't want to get sober. So,
well, you're dealing with multiple millions of dollars. You're dealing with people's jobs. You're dealing with why not get sober for fucking 6 months? After 6 months, go back and do whatever you want to do. Even though maybe it's not the best way to go, but
here's my thing. Am I gonna feel sad if tomorrow we hear that Bam Margera died?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, of course. But you know what? I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but you made the choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he needs help.
We can't help but feel kind of bad because of what happened to Ryan Dunn. No, and
I do feel bad for him, but maybe you need to go. Maybe you need to go to rehab, and maybe you need to go to some therapy.
Well, you gotta want to quit, right? That's the thing.
Exactly, and what he obviously doesn't want to quit, but maybe you should go to therapy. I mean, and not Dr. Dillweed.
Yeah, no Dr. Oz.
Is he in rehab right now?
Huh?
No.
Is he in rehab right now?
No, I think they brought him to rehab and he escaped, right, or something.
Yeah, he escaped.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Says me as I'm lighting up marijuana.
Because you guys remember a few years ago. You guys remember a few years ago?
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah. Well, not yet, but soon.
You guys remember a few years ago? Bam cried and did this whole video how he wants to be on Dr. Phil and everything. So that
was money. I think that was money. I don't think what I mean. I think that was money to feed the habit.
So
I just don't think he expected it to turn around on him like it did.
Yeah. Do not go to Dr. Dillweed.
Yeah.
Go to Dr. Drew probably.
Do not go to Dr. Dill Pickle. Do not go to Dr. Dill Pickle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need those guys for my problems. I can fix them out.
Didn't what's his face, Dr. Phil or Dick Woody, whatever you want to call him, exploit Shelley Duvall, who was in pretty rough shape herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and Dr. Phil, what he is actually doing is illegal. He cannot practice therapy because he doesn't have a license.
What about Dr. Oz?
Dr. Oz, I think he's just a doctor, isn't he?
I'm not
So
sure.
you can't
I know they're
legally
hooked up with Oprah.
You need a
Right.
good professional doctor.
They both hooked up with Oprah, probably.
We see it here.
I saw
I
the
don't know.
trailer, but
I don't know, man. I'll stick with the first 3 Toy Story movies.
I'll stick with Tim Allen and Patrick Warburton
yeah, same here.
Yeah.
because listen, they can deny it all they want, but we all know why Disney did not hire Tim Allen for this. It's pretty obvious.
The double standard of Hollywood. Cocaine.
Exactly. You know,
You know.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
listen, hey, if you couldn't, you know, and
That dog is back, by the way.
it even goes for Patrick Warburton, why they did not hire him. Because Patrick Warburton is conservative.
I didn't know about that.
I don't know that.
So the thing is, and to me, it doesn't even fit because like Chris Evans doesn't have like that style of voice. He's trying, but like,
Oh, for
I don't
Buzz
know.
Lightyear?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the voice of Buzz Lightyear now.
Yeah.
It's a new Pixar.
Well,
movie.
they said that they wanted to do like the Buzz Lightyear toy had his own personality, and it was based on Buzz Lightyear, who would be another characteristic.
Okay.
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard.
I don't know. It's more you did not pick those 2 actors because you know it's obvious why you did not pick them because you know because they're both conservative and a little outspoken. You know, and well, Tim Allen a little.
But
Why is
but Tim Allen's doing the new Santa Claus series for Disney Plus, so
yeah.
Exactly.
that's what's weird.
Why is Ron Perlman saying that blue states and red states should split up?
Because
Like there's a little bit of blue and red everywhere. Why? What are you talking about? You want to separate?
Red.
Where everyone's supposed to sell their house because you have an opinion?
Ron Perlman just needs to.
He politics.
He's to call up Guillermo del Toro and get back on Hellboy 3. That's what he needs to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that.
Get taken by the blue people.
Listen, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Or join the blue bill. Join the blue bill.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember? Anybody remember the Hellboy animated movies he did?
No, I never saw
Haven't
them.
seen them.
Okay,
I saw the
Make
first
Hellboy-
one. I didn't see the second one.
here, do Hellboy 3, but do it animated. It could save you.
Yeah.
It could save you money.
Yeah.
And Guillermo del Toro has experience directing animated movies. You know, he did that one stuff for Netflix. What is it? Trolls or something like that?
Oh, he did that?
I believe.
Wow.
No, the Box Trolls or something like that.
The box cutter trolls.
To be honest, if Tim did voice Buzz in Lightyear, it would feel like Buzz from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is Buzz.
Buzz Lightyear, yeah.
The only thing I want to see in the new Tim Allen Santa Claus TV show, I want to see Krampus.
Yeah. You know what would have been cool if they would have just kept Tim Allen, but give him an entirely different personality than the Tim Allen we're used to, and let him show different strengths of his craft.
By the way, replace. You know, I think Santa Claus 3 could have worked, but Martin Short was not a very good Jack Frost.
I don't know why I saw that in the theater.
Replace Martin Short as Jack Frost. I don't know.
I never saw the third one, or I didn't actually see all of them. I saw bits and pieces of the first one.
I want a Frozone movie.
If this Lightyear movie does well, don't be surprised if they make a Woody movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they going to bring Tom Hanks back for that, or are they going to
Probably.
replace him too?
I'm definitely not going to bring back. What's it?
They'll bring Colin Hanks in.
What's the character from Toy Story 2? The Pete.
Pete. Yeah.
What's his name? Is it Pistol Pete or?
Hold on. Let me look.
I forgot.
Toy Story.
I'm not going to bring that character back.
Stinky Pete.
How about that kid who like fucking tortures all the toys?
Oh, Sid.
I want to see his origin story.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next one.
Yep. And R-rated.
Joker.
And R-rated.
Yeah.
Um,
What's next? We're gonna get a Sid movie.
Yeah, Sid and the R-rated fashion just about the toys.
Hash Brown.
Yeah.
Hash Brown, a Sid origin story.
Yeah.
And
Released on A24.
hey, you
Yeah.
want to know?
Wasn't Tom Holland
what I wanna
like-
see?
They're gonna do spin-offs because everyone wants to do the MCU, DC.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to see. Okay, so we know that Sid grew up to be a garbage man, right? Toy Story 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's garbage day.
What is,
Garbage day.
well, here's my thing. What is that what Sid does all the time? Or is Sid a serial killer?
You know that they were thinking that. You know they were thinking that garbage day.
Because that's what I want to see. Sid, he's a garbage man.
It's a
But
garbage story.
Take out the trash with Sid.
Yeah.
This is Symphony Sid. Did you guys see that Howard Stern video?
No.
Oh my goodness. There's a video that surfaced of Howard Stern doing a racist bit. I couldn't believe my ears. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Oh my
a
god!"
lot
Like
of times,
What
keep
racist
in
man? I
mind,
don't know what that
keep in
is.
mind, a lot of times
It was like
Howard
a-
Stern back in the day said stuff for shock value. So
he like did blackface, and then he just called everyone the N-word. He called Robin the N-word. He was doing like a puppet or something like that, like a blackface puppet,
Okay,
and he was just calling everyone the N-word for like 5 minutes straight.
for no reason.
Yeah. That's going
And
viral
Joe
this
Rogan
week.
Canceled.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. They're going for cancel Joe Rogan, but
But it's
they
Howard
let all
Stern.
this other shit fly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Howard Stern. It's like his character is the puppet with Whoopi Goldberg, and he's calling her the N-word, and he's calling everybody like. It's fucking brutal. Like I was like, how come he didn't get canceled fucking 30 years ago? Like what the fuck?
because
This looks like a job for Chad Cancelton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh god, the
Yeah.
glasses are over there.
it's just. I'm just warning you now, just in case you guys come across it. It's not easy to watch.
Hey, check
I
out
was horrified when I watched that.
Yes,
They
George.
pushed Chad Cancelton too far.
He only
Cancel the
fights
Stern.
back.
Cancel. Oh god.
He never draws first blood.
Yeah.
Hashtag hash brown. Cancel.
hey,
Send that to the interweb.
has anybody seen the Jack Reacher TV show?
Yes, I watched the whole
yeah.
thing with my wife. My wife is in love with Jack Reacher. My wife is like salivating through that whole fucking TV show.
I have
Watch
not,
it tomorrow.
I haven't finished it. Damn,
How
that
far are
girl
you
who plays
along?
Roscoe, she's pretty good looking.
She's a really great actress.
And I do like, man, Alan Ritchson. He really surprised me.
Who was
Like,
that?
he's not playing an idiot.
Yeah.
Not like
No,
Sally
Alan
Jesse.
Richardson really, really good in it.
I'll be watching it tomorrow.
Did you see the tie scene where he kills the guy with the tie?
Yeah.
That's fucking brutal.
wait,
He like
I'm on.
he hangs the guy and then he jumps over the side of a railing and he just hangs onto the tie and fucking cracks the guy's neck like crack. I'm like, holy shit.
I guess this is not a nitpick or anything, but it sounds like it. But I do love it. You can tell that they made that guy wear lifts in his shoes.
Yeah,
Alan
for
Ritchson.
sure. He's the same size as Tom Welling, right? Because they were on
6'2".
Smallville. There's like he's on Smallville, and Christine Lanning, she's in this, and I think the sister who played Lex's sister.
That kill with the tie sounds like both for Arnold Schwarzenegger line.
He's 6'3".
Yeah,
Season 2's coming, right? They just announced season 2.
yeah. I want season 3. Season 3 is my favorite book, so I want season 3.
What's that?
You know,
Reacher?
Tripwire. Yeah, Tripwire.
I was thinking, Jack Reacher is getting, Jack Reacher, for a guy, he's getting older. I mean, he's right, because if you follow the book, he's like in his early 60s now, right?
Yeah.
So here's what I pitch. What if Jack Reacher brought in like a younger person, like his Robin or something like that?
I dig it.
But here's what you do: you make him like 5'4", but he knows like martial arts, and make him 8.
Yeah.
Like have that weird combination, where it's like a really short guy and then a tall guy,
Yeah, like I was talking to Wildman about this, and like I couldn't believe that they got the character. Like, there's a couple of things,
but
like I couldn't believe they got the character that well.
Yeah.
Like when I think Jack Reacher, even like I like the Tom Cruise one, but it's not
exactly
not that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I watched the Tom Cruise one with my wife last night. She didn't even watch it. She just played on her phone all night. So
she was on cruise control.
What Joonbug proposed about the big tall guy with the small martial arts, that reminded me of Showdown Little Tokyo in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy was good. There's a sequel. Someone wrote a sequel with called Movie of the Week, and it's just about that guy.
Oh, okay.
The short guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But you guys thought.
Hey, you know what? I know I was kind of saying it a little bit, but now I could see it even more. What about Alan Ritchson as Duke Nukem?
That could work. Schwarzenegger too could be really great.
Yeah.
He doesn't got the voice, but
hold on. Yeah. Remember, because of what Arnold said, Arnold died. Okay. Arnold that we have now is like the 6-day clone.
Oh, you mean the freedom? No,
like Howard the Duck.
I think.
Get down.
Get down.
See what I think is the real Arnold.
Yeah.
It is like up in Mars or something.
Yeah.
He's chilling in Mars.
Exactly.
Blue skies on Mars.
You are not you. You are me.
You think this is the real Quaid?
Hey,
it is.
Yeah. Hey, did anybody ever see the Total Recall TV show?
No.
A little bit. I watched that at my sister's house. My sister actually watched.
I didn't even know
Total Recall was with me, and when Arnold does the whole "see you at the party" Richter thing, she fucking was in stitches, guy.
Yeah, there was a Total Recall TV show. Matt, I think.
I remember this.
I think it was on Canada, right?
It was on Viewer's Choice. Yeah, I remember that.
Total Recall 2070.
Huh.
And there was a Universal Soldier one too.
This is news for me.
And a RoboCop TV show.
Yeah,
everyone knows about the RoboCop one though.
Yeah, I know the RoboCop.
Yeah, the Total Recall TV show only lasted like 10 episodes?
I don't know. I remember it being on TV though.
Yeah. Hey, it's a lot better than the one with Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah.
Which
the only thing I liked about the Colin Farrell one was the art, like how they artistically showed the world. I kind of like the whole thing they were going for with the short story too, because the short story is really, really good.
Well, John, I agree on Blade 2 and Spider-Man.
Here's
Blade 2.
Yeah.
I'll go with Blade 2.
Blade 2.
Yeah, Blade 2. Definitely Blade 2.
I like the Scorpion King.
Minority Report was also considered for a sequel for Total Recall at one point.
Yeah, it was. I will say this, despite Arnold, being, maybe just needed to take his shut up pills.
Is Cookie.
Did you see his new commercial with Salma Hayek, the Zeus?
I will say this, maybe I wouldn't mind if they took a Blade Runner 2049 approach to a Total Recall sequel.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
See how everything has progressed over these years.
So the only thing is, though,
at least have the fact that maybe it was not actually real and not a dream, like a lot of people have claimed.
Mm-hmm. What's weird is that, like, when they're giving him the thing, the injection, the girl says, "Oh, this is a good one. Blue skies on Mars." it makes you double think the ending of the movie. I still can't wrap my head around that. I've seen that movie like 100 times.
Really?
Here's my thing though.
Open your
What do you do?
eye.
So since Blade Runner, bear with me. Since Blade Runner took place in 2019, and then 30
My
years
niece
later,
Winter thought that was Danny DeVito.
and then what?
Quado.
And then what? Do you call it Blade Runner 2114 because it took place? I think Total Recall took place in 2084. So
Wow.
So do you call it Blade Runner 2114?
Yeah.
Yeah. Runner Recall.
Oh, and by the way, I would say let's go to other planets.
If they would have done, if they would have done Soldier, if they would have done the original version of Soldier, then Schwarzenegger would have been in a Blade Runner sequel because that was going to be a Blade Runner sequel.
It is.
I'm not too sure about the fine print on that. Maybe ask Jack about that. Jack would know a little bit better than me.
Yeah, where's Jack? Where's Jack?
It is a Blade Runner sequel. It is a Blade Runner sequel.
After this, I'm going to do Cliffhanger 3.
Yeah, Jack Craven needs to get over here. You know.
Yeah.
This is weird. We haven't seen him all night.
Hey, but I will say this: if they do that sort of a Blade Runner 2049 approach to Total Recall with Arnold, I will say that they probably need for the lead more of a Patrick Swayze type since he was the original choice.
Yeah.
Who could be
like
a
Mark Wahlberg?
Because it was original. It was just like a normal guy. It wasn't like a hulking Superman figure for that movie.
Why not? We were just talking about a minute ago. Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
my name is not Quinn.
I think that he's too much of that Arnold type. You need more of an average looking guy like
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, yeah.
And by
he
the
could
way,
do it.
I'm not looking forward to the Uncharted.
He'd leak the whole movie. Yeah, the Uncharted, yeah.
Uncharted looks uninspired.
Here, I have an interesting choice. What about Stephen R. McQueen?
Stephen R. McQueen.
Maybe.
The grandson of Steve
Maybe.
McQueen.
Possibly.
Has the grandson of Steve McQueen actually acted before?
Or fucking Eastwood's kid.
Eastwood.
Yeah, not the best movie. Scotty, you might know him. He was in the original. He was in Piranha, the remake. He was the teenager in it.
How about this one? How about Joseph Buena as Quaid as Quaid in a direct sequel to Total Recall? Like picking up and they have to terraform the world, and maybe they run into Martians and things on the way.
Why not get Patrick Schwarzenegger?
He doesn't look like Schwarzenegger. You need Joseph Buena.
I'll say this though. You know, it'd be a great marketing gimmick. What if you got Patrick Schwarzenegger and Steen Stallone in a movie? So then you could literally call it Schwarzenegger Stallone. I think
it would be more Joseph Buena and Sistine because they're friends. Right. And I heard that that Schwarzenegger's kids were really mean to Joseph Buena when they found out. Like, how can you not fucking know? This kid's hanging around your house for fucking 10 years. He looks exactly like your dad. How'd you not know?
Yeah.
Tom Arnold was making jokes about how he'd go over to like Schwarzenegger's house and he'd be like, "Man, that kid looks a lot like you." And Arnold would be like, "Shut up. Shut up."
You know, I guess I respect Joseph for not doing it, but like Joseph, I think he could get a lot more roles if he just changed his name to Schwarzenegger. You know,
yes, he could
get a gimmick. You know,
he has great screen presence.
You don't have.
He's exactly like his dad.
Here's the thing: you do not have to. You don't have to legally change your name, but make a stage name Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it's like how you wonder, like if Sage Stallone wasn't so against being in his dad's footsteps, which I think is a lot why they based Robert Jr. and Rocky off of. Like he could have been a great Stallone replacement for a lot of movies.
Matt, I looked up this Joseph Buena. That's he's also Schwarzenegger's kid, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm looking up the news. Apparently, he doesn't use Schwarzenegger's name.
No,
Straight this way in Hollywood, and
he doesn't need to.
yeah, he doesn't need to. No, he needs to. He needs to stand on his own.
You see that Terminator 2 video he did? Wow.
Oh, okay.
I'm a fan. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of that kid. Like,
And
to go through what he had to go through, I'm a fucking fan.
And to tell you the truth, it's probably a good thing he doesn't use his father's name because he'd probably be stuck in the shadow. I mean,
yeah,
we all love Brandon Lee, but do you think he struggled being in the shadow of his father?
Oh, for sure, because everyone's going to be comparing you, right?
Yeah.
Well,
and he was so great on his own. He was completely different than Bruce Lee. Completely different. He had he was like one of those crystals, like the 90s, how the 90s were one way. He could have been like that show of the 90s.
Right?
Yeah, he could have been totally his own thing.
What do you guys think about this? I really do want to see it at some point. I would really love to see Dragon Part 2, the Brandon Lee story.
Oh, Brandon Lee story. Oh.
What if you got Joseph as Brandon Lee?
Joseph?
Do you think they would ever do it?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think they would ever really do it though?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think
because of lawsuits and all that.
I think it would depend on how you do it because of the big controversy behind it. I mean,
like, when did that movie come out? Dragon 93 or 94?
93.
And then Brandon Lee died 94, right?
Oh, he died
93.
93?
He died 2 months before the movie came out.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, it's weird how, you know what I mean? It's weird how they have that ending of Dragon where, like, your son's in danger. Your son's going to suffer from the same thing as you, and then his son winds up dead 2 months later. Don't you think that's a coincidence?
It's not even 2 months later. It was 2 months before the movie came out.
Okay.
Here's what I say. First of all,
You all right?
First of all, no. Yep.
Okay, never mind.
The ghost of Brandon Lee.
Yeah, Bruce Lee got to him. Yeah,
Bruce Lee got to him.
Your mic's off. Your mic's off.
You know what he?
Oh my goodness.
Joonbug, your mic's off.
You know what he did?
We'll get him.
He hit the button by accident.
Oh, we got bots now.
Oh,
yeah. Thank you, Scotty.
My goodness.
Left face, hate face away.
Those are legal now. You're allowed to use nunchucks now.
It's just
Go face away.
Star Trek 2. I mean, it's Star Wars Episode 2. I wouldn't even give it a 7.
It's more like a 5 out of 10 at best.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I like the third one.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
I'd say it's somewhere between.
That's the only one I like out of those ones.
6.5, 7 out of 10.
The pod race was pretty cool.
What do you guys thought?
Pod race was the first one.
Yeah.
Get them chucks.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe joins Craven the Hunter movie.
Really?
I heard this thing. Thomas Jane's coming back. They want to do fucking Easter eggs with Tom Cruise as Iron Man and all these in Doctor Strange. Maybe they're not going to have Thomas Jane back, but maybe they're going to do like an Easter egg. I don't know.
I'm hearing rumors that they're also bringing in like the old Fantastic Four from 2000.
I first
bring back fucking Michael Chiklis, man. He was the best.
Yeah.
The commish.
Yeah. I've heard some rumors about that too. Like Doctor Strange 2 is gonna like do all these alternate. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh,
never mind.
He walked out.
They got him.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee got
to him. Probably has technical issues.
He got these nunchucks and did to him what he did in Dragon the Bruce Lee. Yeah.
I got a perfect challenge. Bruce Lee and Michelangelo do the nunchuck challenge. See what could do the trick.
Bruce Lee and who?
Bruce Lee and
sorry about that phone call.
Bruce Lee and Michelangelo.
Okay.
Michelangelo, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
So,
don't forget Liu Kang. Don't forget Liu Kang.
I was going to say though, with the Brandon Lee story, if you're going to do it right, don't show the death because of how controversial it is. Maybe just kind of say like show that he signed on for the
High
Crow.
Flash.
You know,
Can I just add in that Dragon? I was never a fan of Dragon until I watched it recently with my wife, and I was like, Scott Lee, is that his name?
Yes.
Jason Scott Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jason Scott.
I only know him as the bad guy from Soldier. You know, technically Blade Runner 2, Soldier. So it's like when I was watching it this time, I was like, oh my god, he's so charismatic in that role. Like when Linda Lee's mother finally shows up, and she's like, "Oh, Mr. Lee, how you feeling?" When she sees that he's so defeated, he just turns around. He's like, "Oh, like half man, half car." You know, like there's such a light to him.
Yeah,
That's great.
You know, Matt. This is Scott Lee. Supposedly he was one of the people that was offered Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat 95.
That could have been really good. I'm glad Robin Shou got it though.
I'm glad Robin Shou got it as well.
I'll say that though, that I think that you do not show Brandon Lee getting shot just because we don't want to see that.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
The Dragon the Bruce Lee story didn't even show Bruce Lee dying,
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cut to the funeral, right?
No, it didn't cut to the funeral.
It cut to the.
It cuts to him on the sunrise or the sunset.
Yeah, I remember that.
Teaching the class.
He was walking on
Here,
something,
maybe
everything.
maybe you do something like this. Maybe like he signs on for the Crow, and then it kind of just shows him
as the Crow looking up at the moon like Catwoman.
Maybe having a bit of an optimistic thing about it, like it. Like, I don't know, it's a touchy thing on how you do it, but like show that your heart is more in the right intention with it,
Yeah.
Like maybe he does, he says, he just smiles and says, "This is going to be a great part." And then he walks off into the sunset.
What if they
that one is such a special one for me because I wasn't allowed to read the book, and I had to get my mom to write a note for the comic book people to like let me read the book.
Yo, what if they have the voiceover from his interview where he's like, "Because we do not know when you get an inexhaustible whale."
Well, Lauren Holly is still alive. She could come back as the mother.
As Linda Lee.
Yeah.
And then she sits there and says something like, I lost my husband and my son. Sadly, Brandon was tragically shot on set.
Yeah, like in the history.
And we should not look at, honestly, I would say call it out. Do not look at the ignorance of his death. Look at the legacy that he tried to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she sits there, says something. You could even have it where like maybe I don't think Linda Lee really drank much, but like maybe just have it where she sits there. She raises the glass, looks up in heaven, and says, "I love you, Brandon. I love you. I love you, Bruce. Together again." Something like
that could work.
It's just like you guys heard about this, and this just pissed me off.
I'll be back in a second. Hold on.
You guys heard that they were going to make a Chris Benoit movie.
Yeah, I remember.
Really?
I never heard about that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they were going to make a Chris Benoit movie, and the director was an idiot. He wanted to show what he thinks happened to the family, and because he thought, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," and he went to the family and pitched this idea to them to get the rights, and I'm like, "You fucking idiot! Nobody wants to see that."
Well, it didn't happen. I mean, it wasn't made anyways. It probably just.
Well, what family were you talking about?
They were gonna make a Chris Benoit movie, and the director wanted to show what happened.
He wanted to show Benoit doing the double murder suicide, I think, or something else.
Even though.
Excuse me, Ty. Hey, Kamen Rider, do not do that. That's more than likely a scam. Just block her ass, or whoever it is. Just block her. or
Don't
not
fall
her,
for it.
him, whoever.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I was getting ready to.
I don't know if I want to play that game. But go ahead, Ty. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
Bring up the
definitely,
again, John.
What's
definitely.
Bone, marry, kill.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely, Common Writer. Do not buy her that.
Bone, marry, date. Kill.
If you have your suspicions of her, ask her to send you a picture of her, holding a coffee cup or holding a pencil. You know what I mean?
No, actually, see if this person can, talk to you by phone or something like that.
FaceTime,
someone was almost trying to pull the same thing on me at one point. This was on Twitter.
Yeah, well, Scotty, do you see what I'm saying though? Ask her to send you a picture of her holding a pencil or a coffee cup. Because
that's true, but
because and if it's the same person that you've seen in the pictures, because I mean, yeah, definitely a scam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a scam. Yep.
Yeah.
Scam.
Now let's. Who is the Bone Murray kill?
Oh yeah, I'll go back to that.
I'd
Chun-Li, Black Widow, Wonder Woman, Katana.
I'd bone Chun-Li. I'd marry Katana. I'd date maybe Wonder Woman. I don't know. Or
why? What? Damn it! Why do I have to? Why do I have to choose? Can I just say, I'd fuck all of them at the same time?
That's a good answer. Yeah.
Yeah, and
But which Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot or Linda Carter?
Linda Carter.
Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Hey, and come on, Linda Carter. Even now, I'd still fuck her. So
She's great for her age, actually. Yeah.
So, but yeah, the Chris Benoit thing that nobody. I just heard that guy pitched it to the family.
Yeah, why the fuck would you pitch that to someone's family? Like, what the fuck?
I'm like,
asshole.
I know you're
Money fucking grubbing assholes.
All right, what about this comment here?
The reason for
I'm gonna plug you guys in on my new charger I got today.
what? Really?
Let's see if this works.
You mean believing in
Yeah.
round? You saying we should believe that the Earth is flat? What the fuck are you saying?
Yeah.
In biblical times, it was flat.
Hey, John, just keep your eye on him. I don't think he's a troll. But keep your eye on him.
Yeah, I am.
Keep your eye on that motherfucker. Sorry.
Some dirt.
And Gary's gonna put some dirt in your eye, Gregory.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we need
okay.
fucking Matt Singer.
Block this person.
Even though the thing is, I did my research a little bit on the Benoit case.
Yeah.
I think he did have a lot of issues.
Oh, for sure.
In head trauma.
Just being in that circle is enough.
But here's the thing.
Everybody in there had their Jake the Snake, the Sheik, everybody.
You have to when studying a case like that, you have to Sherlock Holmes that case. You have to sit there and look at every little detail, because the little details in any murder, the smallest of details could be the one that breaks the case.
Yeah.
There was a murder similar.
That was here. That was in Montreal, no?
Wasn't it in
Atlanta.
Carolina?
That was Atlanta, Georgia.
It was? I thought that was here.
The Benoit
Chris
murders?
Benoit, yeah.
It was in Georgia. It was in Georgia.
It was
Yeah.
Georgia because
Is he from Quebec?
he's from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Gregory,
Okay,
come on.
my mistake.
Here's
Gregory.
my thing.
It does, but
He's from Montreal, actually. Yeah.
depends on your beliefs.
No, wait. He actually is from Montreal. Matt, but
Hey,
He what?
Gregory, it's also flat.
John, I sent you a private message.
John, should I tell him about that Greg loser?
Yeah, that's fine, Scotty.
Like, if you want to believe the Earth is flat, go for it, dude. Go for it.
He's not
Yeah,
being
it's
trollish.
That's what gives life magic. You know what I mean? Like, just to look into things and to just look.
We'll just
just don't just take people's word for it. Is what I'm saying. So
Hey, but I'm just making a statement.
I'm with
there,
you,
Greg.
baby.
I'm just making a statement there, Greg. A whoopee cushion is also flat.
So is a pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is the
I wasn't
Yeah,
laughing. I was choking.
It's
But
nice
yeah,
for pancake too as well.
I will say though, there was a murder shortly after the Chris Benoit murders that was awfully similar. Somebody left a couple Bibles by the murders in that
Yeah.
area, and there's a kind of a little string that happened in that area. Somebody was leaving Bibles by a murder.
Hold on, Joonbug. Hold on. You're Christian, right? So
Right.
I'll ask you this question. The firmament. What are your thoughts on that when they talk about like how the sea and everything was divided? Do you think that? I think it's possible because of the way space is. It's kind of like airless and void, like water. Like we can't breathe in water.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, listen. I mean, as a Christian, I believe in the Bible, but the Bible to me is. I agree with the teachings, but like there are some Christians that take the Bible too seriously.
Okay, yeah.
And
I'm
not that type of Christian. Like
You still believe in both sides, like the science and the Christianity. Like me, I believe that there's the science and the spiritual work together.
I in some ways I do. I just more believe that I believe in heaven and hell, but I believe that I kind of believe like Ronnie James Dio, what he believed. Right here is heaven. You create your own heaven. You create your own hell.
I can see that.
And but I do agree with the teachings of the Bible, and
because sometimes here is hell and sometimes here is heaven, depending on who you are, right? Depending on the reality.
The thing, guess what? I don't know where you go. I hope I go to heaven. But if I want to, if heaven, depending on, especially the meaning on what it is, there has to be someplace better than this earth.
Yeah.
Because after you die, because this world sucks.
Just don't send me to Detroit is all I have to say. I don't want to go to Detroit after I die. But no, seriously, yeah, I know what you mean. It's like it's a weird wonder, like when you start looking into it, your brain just goes for days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love that about religion.
Just off topic, but today was National Pizza Day.
Nice. The Joker pizza, they unveiled the Joker pizza.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, they're not going to redo it, but Little Caesars had a Joker pizza. It's online everywhere right now.
If only I had some extra cash on me, I would ask if I could get a free pizza for National Pizza Day.
I had one today.
You did?
Free pizza?
No, I paid for it, but I had pizza.
You know what?
I should have went with pizza over McDonald's. I had poutine.
Well, I probably shouldn't have pizza considering, I'm under the weather today, so. But hey,
I'm diabetic. I'm not allowed to eat anything anymore. It's horrible. I have cheat days. Today is my smoking and drinking day, which is every John stream is my smoking and drinking day, and I look forward to it more than anything in the world.
Matt is diabetic.
Yeah. Which was right after the fudgicle fiasco of 2020.
Oh, that
is when I found out. So you guys saved me in a way.
How many of those did you have?
A lot. Half like 5, 6, 7, 8. There was like a little Tupperware with just fucking wrappers in it at the end of the video.
Maybe one of us should have told you that's enough.
And before that, I ate a basket of bread. Remember? I ate a whole basket of bread before that.
We did tell him that's enough, but he still continued to eat them.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm like that.
Here's the list I want to get you guys' take on. 13 best action movies from the 80s. This is some random. Actually, it's on MovieWeb right now. 13.
Thank Jesus is not suck rant. I'll say that much.
13 is Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
That should be higher. No?
Yeah.
I mean, 12 list again.
It's on movieweb.com right now. 13 best action movies from the 80s. It's just a random article.
Okay.
Number 12 is Top Gun.
Okay. Not really an action movie, but okay.
Yeah, Top Gun shouldn't be on there.
Number 11, Bloodsport.
Bloodsport, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Number 10 is Roadhouse.
Yeah.
definitely.
There you go.
Oh,
Number
and believe
9,
me, Kansas City has a lot of those type of bars.
The
The Double Deuce.
double deuce, baby.
Okay. Here you go, Matt. Number 9, First Blood.
Really? Number 9? That motherfucker led the way for everybody else. What are you talking about?
Number 8
Should be
is
in the top
RoboCop.
5, I'm guessing.
RoboCop is number 8.
RoboCop, wow. That should
Yeah.
be higher too now.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Number 7.
dun.
Number 7 is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a good ace. Would you consider it an action movie?
Yeah.
For Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah.
Action adventure.
I like Temple of Doom better though.
Well,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark is definitely adventure. Wouldn't say it's. I mean, there's a little bit of action, but I didn't know if it would be in that category or whatever.
It's
Me and
more
my
of a
sister got to go see that in a theater, and that was great.
Number
got to
6
go
is
see that.
Commando.
Number
With Star
6.
Trek 2.
Um,
Oh, Commando? Commando should be higher too.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's in the middle, but you know,
Number
Yeah.
5, Predator.
Predator.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Number 4, Aliens.
Yeah.
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 Number 3, The Terminator.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what's the Terminator?
Number 2, Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what number 1 is. I know what number
Yeah.
1. Die
That's
Hard.
number 1. Yeah.
Die Hard. Rambo 2 should be like that quintessential.
You-
Number
you know-
0 should be Rambo 2.
You know what I would love to see? I would
should
love
be
to see an
included in The Running
adaptation
Man as
of
well.
the book.
Not a bad list, just needs some better arrangement, I guess. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It some better arrangement and some movies that you're like, really? I mean, Beverly Hills Cop 2 should be on there versus Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, because Beverly Hills
Oh,
Cop
fuck.
1 is more of a comedy.
Yeah.
And
I
Beverly-
like it though. That shootout at the end,
Yeah, yeah.
that's pretty hot.
And
First Blood Part 2.
Top Gun? Why?
Yeah, I agree with Gary.
Yeah, Gary. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
What you guys thought on the new dozen the is it Thief by the Dozen remake? What do you thought of that coming out?
I need. I think I saw it, and I'm like, oh, they're remaking.
Yeah.
They're doing a remake of that.
Yeah.
Again.
Cheaper by the dozen? Did you say cheaper by the dozen?
Yeah,
What about Cheaper by the Dozen? What about it?
They're
I
doing
I like
that.
the first one.
it's getting a remake.
Oh yeah, I noticed the trailer, but I didn't bother to watch. I'm like, really?
The house went on sale, didn't it? The house where the first one was filmed recently went on sale.
I want to. Well, Cheaper by the Dozen
Beautiful
itself.
house.
I guess I would be in a weird way okay with that because Cheaper by the Dozen itself is a remake of because there's the original one in the 50s with Clifton Webb,
right.
and
But a
I
remake-
never saw that, by the way.
Yeah, me neither.
it's okay. I would actually like to see more of a remake though of the actual family that Cheaper by the Dozen's based on, because although it would not be, I would love to see people's reaction to it now, because the whole metaphor of it, Cheaper by the Dozen, was because hey, that family was poor,
Yeah.
and they had 12 kids, and every single kid had their job to do in the house. So work,
Oh yeah,
work,
for sure.
work. And
My
then-
brother-in-law is one of 13 kids.
Yeah.
Crazy. yeah, it was. It was definitely.
Hey. The only good thing about that movie, Carmen Electra.
That's the sequel, though.
Exactly.
What happened between John Atlas and Bruce Willis?
I'm not sure.
Someone died.
I'm not sure. You know what I would love to see though? I would love to see an adaptation of the book based on Die Hard. Nothing Lasts Forever.
Yeah, and there was another one too. 90 minutes, or was it 101 minutes or something like that?
Yeah. No, but since that's not a
15
sequel,
minutes?
like do an adaptation.
Jack
that way,
Craven
but-
sent me a third one. I forget the name of it though.
I think the sequel was called 58 Minutes. The novel.
Yeah. See here's what I say: do a sequel to do Nothing Lasts Forever, and that's meant to be an older guy, so you could get like Joe Leland is meant to be an older guy, so you could get like a Mel Gibson or a Dolph Lundgren or even a Jean-Claude Van Damme in that style of movie, and it could work. You could even get Stallone. Because the guy's like meant to be what Joe Leland's supposed to be like in his 70s, isn't he? In the book, I remember correctly.
Hey, Gary asked an interesting question there. He'll be the Pimpinator.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'd watch that movie.
But fucking right.
But only if Exhibit plays the Terminator.
Yeah.
And he has a pimped out ride.
It's all right. There's definitely some flaws in it for sure.
Maybe a 6 or 7.
What do you think they're going to do with the new X-Men?
No idea.
First of all, I'll say this: do not replace Hugh Jackman.
No.
No,
What they're doing.
he can go on forever.
They're doing a sequel
But
series.
didn't he
to the
retire
animated.
the character?
Yeah, that's the point.
He retired the character, but Hugh Jackman's like, well, maybe I'll come back. No, please, just don't replace Wolverine. I think there's plenty of X-Men that could take over the series.
Yeah.
Cyclops.
Like,
I saw this article.
Nice.
Okay.
like
Nice.
So what's going on?
You
Yeah,
know that's coming.
As long as they don't pull a fucking
Well,
Masters of the Universe revelation with this, we should be fine.
So they're actually going to be bringing the series back, pretty much.
like
It's a sequel series to the animated X-Men.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That show was good.
I had a feeling since Apocalypse, if anyone saw the not the very last one, but the one before it, I think you saw that Apocalypse came back or something like that.
That was filmed at my high school, Centennial Regional. Is that the one with Ty Sheridan?
Hey, Eric.
No, I'm talking about the TV series.
Oh, the TV series.
Yeah, right before the graduation day episode, there was an episode.
Hey, Eric.
Scotty, John.
I can't believe it's gonna be 20 years old either.
Scotty, John. Let's hope they do this right, and it's not another Masters of the Universe situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith's not involved in this one, right?
No, he's not.
He owes me money. I'm gonna keep saying it until he gets it back. He owes me money.
That's gonna
He's not
be
involved, it's Disney, so they might.
Hey, Matt, Thomas,
I like that avatar.
don't worry.
Problem child.
Child, right?
Don't worry. I'll call. I'll be your fixer.
Green Ninjas kids. Oh
Yeah.
wait, I know.
I'll get
Green
that.
Ninjas kids.
I'll get that money for
Yo,
you.
Joseph.
Well, we ordered tickets and all that shit, and we went to see him. We got our photos taken with him. I got to talk to him for a couple of minutes, so he answered some questions for me.
John,
And then but he never sent me the photographs. And we tried to contact them after that, and no one is answering our calls.
What's up, Alex?
But we paid for them.
Green Ninjas kids. he
Hey.
posted
It wasn't cheap. It was like $400.
His name is Joseph Collins.
Okay.
Okay, Joseph. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Like I said,
yeah,
I'll be your
it's his
I'll be your fixer.
I'm gonna be heading
Go
out.
get him.
Joonbug was in a movie that he made.
That's cool.
Yeah, Eric. Eric made things that piss me off. Dinosaur Deniers, the movie.
Dinosaur. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. What is,
Did you
There are
know that a
some
lot of those early religions worship dinosaurs
There are a
as
lot
dragons?
there are a lot of.
Did you
there are
know
a lot
that?
of people,
Everybody.
there are a lot of people who don't think
seen
that
that?
dinosaurs don't exist, and they
Wow.
never existed.
Dinosaurs were dragons, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'll announce it. I mean, he's announcing to his channel, but he's doing a sequel to the movie, and it's things that piss me off. Fast food. I'm doing another cameo. Basically, I'm his Stan Lee in his movies. I just make a cameo in every movie. So
Nice.
Are you gonna have lines? Or you're just gonna be?
I want to see that.
Well, I'm gonna. We're talking about it. So
Nice.
Hey, John, if it's cool with you, make Eric a moderator. He can leave a link to his movie if that's cool.
All right.
With you.
Okay.
Terminator.
Because hey, we keep in mind.
Yes. Horror.
And hey,
Yeah.
and by the way, hey, if anybody wants to, who John or Scotty or
We're cheating there, Bob.
Gabbo,
Chinese
Bob,
food.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen. I think I'm subscribed to you guys. I don't know if you guys do videos, but
My video days are over.
but I was going to say, you guys are welcome to review the movie.
Okay.
I might be doing a. Oh, sorry to cut you off. Just remind me where I was at.
Keep in mind, hey, by definition, technically this movie was a hit, based on how many views it has, because according to him, the movie only cost him $50. So
That's great. That's how we should be fucking making movies now. You know what I mean?
exactly.
It shows all of your creativity. It shows all of your skill and all of your passion. Why pay someone to fucking do your lights for you fucking $50,000 when you're not going to recoup that money? You know what I mean? Why do that? Why can't we just have original filmmakers like we used to have?
Well, it's just like my film that I just made that just premiered. Like I did a producer's cut of it, of a little short film I did, and I kind of did it in black and white, and I filmed it off of my computer because my computer is an older, so it has sort of a flashy look to it, and it kind of had like an old VHS look to it, and like some people were saying how they couldn't see it, but like it's a black and white movie, I mean, of course, the lighting's not going to be up to par,
Yeah.
But that's what makes it great.
Uh-huh.
That's you know what I mean? Like it's the interpretation, it's the execution, it's like you know what I mean? It's I fucking hate those people who just shit on everything for no good reason. Like if I go see a movie now, I'm only looking for the things that I like in that movie. So even if the movie is shit, I'm gonna come out with it with something I like.
Right.
Like for example, Mortal Kombat Annihilation has a good soundtrack.
Yeah. Like everything doesn't have to be a waste of time. Like even if it's bad, you can still find things in it that made it worth your going to see.
Fight scenes. Not every one of them was good, but there was a couple of them that were decent.
I think
like Annihilation, like MK Annihilation. Fuck it. Like
the thing is, the market,
they built all that shit. That was great.
Here's the other thing, a lot of filmmakers, we put our blood, sweat, and tears into the movie. I mean, I think when you start insulting the filmmaker, sometimes it's no wonder they get a little defensive, and let's keep in mind, think about it this way. Remember, the actor who played Jar Jar Binks, based on the word gets overused, but toxic fans who over criticized his performance.
Yeah,
he was going to kill himself.
Well, I kind of look at it as like, even though I know over the years maybe our opinions of John Landis has changed, but I've always kind of looked at it like that. Like I have such admiration for people who can just get a movie done because it's so hard.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I do think John Landis. It's hard to watch the Twilight Zone movie. It's kind of one of the reasons why
I've never seen it, and I don't want to see it just because of that. Like
exactly. Here's my thing. I've made a personal choice not to have it in my collection. I will watch it if it's like if somebody else wanted to watch it, but I will not have it in my collection.
What movie?
The Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone? Okay, I wasn't sure, but yeah.
Yeah. So
because of what happened
to Vic Morrow.
Vic Morrow.
Because
Yeah.
I actually do like Vic Morrow as an actor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to see. I've seen it, but I'm not going to own it personally in my collection ever. And if I do, if anybody even gives it to me as a gift, I will probably, trade it in for trade it in.
Yeah.
You think they'll do it? Any chance if they do a director's cut?
No.
I don't know.
No.
The thing that gets me is like,
and
why would you have that prop on the set
John
in an
Landis,
enclosed area? Why would you have a helicopter in an enclosed area?
Yeah,
Well,
that makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
People warn John Landis, don't do it.
Yeah.
But he had it. He was being cocky. Like.
Oh, that sucks.
The thing is, for me,
for all the shit we give CGI nowadays, we should be lucky that we can afford that technology so that we don't have misfires like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And now here's my thing. Also,
Rambo 2 also had one of those.
I will admit that, even as a director, even as a smaller budget director who's never really made a movie, past honestly $50 or more, sometimes, yes, your ego, even for those small movies, does get in the way. But, sometimes you just need those people. Sometimes you just need those people to sit there and tell you that, like, if I ever had a big budget movie, I will listen. If I'll tell the crew, the little minion that's supposed to get me coffee. If he wants to tell me, "Hey, shut up. You're being stupid. You're being arrogant," because you gotta have. Well, one of the reasons I love Stallone. He always knows when his ego got a little out of hand, and he knows he has one.
This leads me to a great story, but I'll let you finish.
And I just think that I think that John Landis, his ego got the best of him, and the unfortunate thing is he had to learn the hard way. Hey, don't do that, because
they said it was heat, right? It was heat that caused the thing to crash. The helicopter fell because of the heat, and then one side was up and one side was down. It fell on the crew.
Being too close to the ground.
Yeah. Well, no, he wanted to direct it to fly to the set and everything and all that stuff. He was the one who did that, and a lot of people told him, "Don't do it."
Like even Stallone said in Rambo 3, when the helicopter was 16 feet above his head, he was like, "That's too close." He's like, "If I could have went back and did that differently, now I would have."
Mm-hmm. The thing is, if it was me. And here's how I would do it, okay? If I was going to ever have a helicopter scene, first of all, I would shoot the helicopter scene separately.
Separately,
and then
map it.
And then basically show people the footage and try to say, hey, act this out like this helicopter's coming for you.
Yeah.
And then in editing, we will put the scenes together. Because we could do that now with computers.
Of course.
And
they did that for King Kong, the original King Kong. How come we can't do that now?
Yeah. The thing is...
I want to see it, though.
Me too.
Listen, I am not expecting Moonfall to be, the new Citizen Kane. No. I want a fun, stupid time. Anybody who reviews it, that's what we should just be expecting. A stupid movie. But a movie that's meant to be fun.
But it's got Halle Berry.
Yeah. Hey. I think there's better looking African American actresses, but
wait a second. Whoa.
Gabrielle Union.
I don't mean to laugh like that, sorry.
Gabrielle Union, I think is better looking.
I don't like Jada Pinkett Smith.
Hey Matt, you might want to pass it on to Joonbug after that comment. No, I'm blanking.
Yeah.
No, but
Well, hey, no, it's okay. It's okay. That's why I said it, because I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor about you and Halle Berry, John. So,
it's all true.
Love at first sight. She stalked John. She was.
yeah,
She showed up at his house a couple times.
See, that's why I said that. Out of respect for you.
She showed up at my house wearing that Flintstones outfit.
He had to send Chad Castleton out there.
It wasn't
Hey, I like
Andrew's out there like fucking.
Hey,
get out of here.
Hey, I like Gabrielle Union.
Chad Castleton's scared of women.
Well, you know why he is, right?
Why?
Because of John Lennon.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why he wants to cancel everything. He's scared of women because he doesn't have the thing that makes you a man.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes, he does. Chad Castleton's been holding back, baby.
He does not have the cojones.
Yeah. Hey, Scotty's going to get this joke.
He does. That's the misconception about Chad Castleton. Chad Castleton is that like a rhino.
Chad Castleton's dick is smaller than Rice Man's.
Why don't you say that to Chad Castleton?
Joonbug, you are now canceled. Canceled.
Gold. Oh man, I don't even remember where I was going. I ain't go pee. I'll be back.
Are we Godzilla fans?
Me.
I
like Godzilla. Honestly,
I'm a huge Godzilla fan.
Honestly, Gojira, the 1954 version, is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time.
Cool.
I wanted to. One of my dream projects is to make a remake of The War of the Worlds, but really captures the dread of the book. And one of my big inspirations was Gojira, to have that sense of dread.
Right. And the allegory.
Because basically, I wanted to I've described it to people to make a horror movie version of The War of the Worlds mixed in with the kaiju.
The original Godzilla is a masterpiece. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Movies need to be a fun sitting movie, not to be taken seriously. I agree.
Exactly. Escapism.
Oh well, you guys know that Hiroshi Honda. I think that's how you say it. Hiroshi, right?
Hiroshi? I don't know.
Yeah,
I believe.
Honda. You guys know that. I don't know how true it is. Either he had family. I think he had family in Hiroshima, didn't he? I've heard that before, that he had family in Hiroshima. Now, and that movie is one of the best portrayals of dread ever in a movie that I've ever seen. I mean, it has that sense of just total dread.
Oh, you mean the director?
Yeah, Hiroshi Honda.
Ishiro Honda.
Ishiro.
Yeah.
Ishiro. Okay. Ishiro Honda. I think his family. He had some family members or friends that died in Hiroshima.
Yeah.
And so that movie was just so personal to him. And like the scenes with the choir girls. I mean, if that doesn't make you shed at least some sort of tear or get emotional, you must not have a soul, because oh my gosh.
You guys not like the whole guilty pleasure. Well, to be fair, it's because I feel guilty about something you find pleasure in.
As I've gotten older, I just don't believe in guilty pleasures.
Yeah, same here.
It's like there's what you like and there's what you don't like, right?
I mean, heck, maybe if I really had to think about it, maybe a good, maybe like maybe that candy bar I had, but I like
Yeah.
but I like the candy bar. So
I don't really. I'm indifferent to it, but maybe you could call it like temptation pleasures would be more like it.
Yeah.
okay, temptation pleasures.
I think
The
guilty
gate
pleasure
is a
just
temptation pleasure.
Guilty pleasure is just a term that people use to say, "Oh, if you like this, you must be in the wrong" or something like that.
Okay, how about a film like TMNT 3? Well, would you throw that into that category, or would you describe it as something else?
I saw that in the theater too. It's the same theater as the Class Alexis Neon.
If you called it a guilty pleasure, I wouldn't get if somebody said, "Oh, it's a guilty pleasure for me," it's like I would get it. For me personally, it's just an okay movie.
You know what I like about that movie? You can watch that movie with a new generation and they get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like where we were at that age where it was like, okay, now you're going into like the crappy prosthetic live action stuff.
Yeah, with the dots. Yeah.
Yeah, new kids can get into that because they've been so used to CGI.
Yeah.
I like that aspect.
Why not just show them the first two movies though?
Exactly. That aesthetic is amazing.
And Splinter looking all rickety.
I will say this. I will say this though. I think their original choice for John Connor would have been a lot better. They originally wanted Shane West.
For which?
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Movie?
John Connor.
Which Terminator movie?
Terminator 3.
Oh, okay.
Who would Matt have seen? Who would Matt have seen him in? Shane West was
The Extraordinary Gentleman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
He was Tom Sawyer in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I never saw that.
He was also in A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore, if anyone remembers.
Never saw that.
I remember it, but I haven't seen it all the way.
He was in some movie that had had two teenage women, actresses upcoming.
Who has somebody just?
What's his name?
Shane West.
Shane West.
They're great.
I think I've seen him before.
Yeah.
He looks familiar.
I like Jurassic Park 3. The Lost World is just okay.
Who was he in Jurassic Park?
Eric's asking about Jurassic Park. So, Jurassic World.
He was in Nikita.
Whatever It Takes. That was the other film that I was remembering. He was also.
He was in Gotham.
Yeah.
He was
Bane in Gotham.
Actually.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know who he is.
Yeah, he was originally considered for John Connor. I think he would have been excellent.
Why did you use him as Bane?
That's weird.
I don't know.
Did you see the shit where they promoted Doomsday and then they threw in Bizarro? Did you see that?
I don't
For
know.
CW did that for Superman and Lois. They promoted it as Doomsday, got everybody ramped up, and then they revealed him as Bizarro.
I hear about that.
It was a slap in the face.
And
X-Men
Jurassic Fallen King, Jurassic World. I have major issues with it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll go back to that.
Because here's my issue. Okay, the little thing where they have the dinosaurs rolling. They have the little ball things with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Okay. People are stupid, as we all know. In the words of Fabio. Who's to say that some drunk guy at the park would not go, I'm going to play pinball with the dinosaurs?
That would be me.
That would be a lot of drunk people. I'm going to play pinball with the dinosaurs. Can you imagine the lawsuits?
I'd be a very rich man right now.
Because here's the thing. If I
Yo, Indominus Rex got me.
So I have a lot of nitpicks with it.
Actually, I like Fallen Kingdom slightly more than
I do like Fallen Kingdom because what I like about Fallen Kingdom is to me that's like the closest we will ever get to James Cameron's what he wanted to do with Jurassic Park. Remember, he wanted to do Aliens, but with dinosaurs. To me, that's the closest we've ever gotten to something like that. And Dominion, we'll see.
I like those commercials.
Yeah, we'll see. We haven't got a trailer yet. They'll probably show a trailer for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, they got the Olympic commercials where the T-Rex comes out.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. Is that a guilty pleasure?
It's all right.
All right, yeah.
It's okay.
Yep.
Bobby, I love those shades. Yeah.
You know what?
He's got the Terminator shades.
You know what? I'll say this. You know, I'm 100% straight, but Hugh Jackman. If I was gay for extra Wolverine, I think I'd go gay for Hugh Jackman in some of those scenes. You know?
How much is it for gas money? Gas around here is $3.20.
Yeah, around here it's like $2.
It's starting to be right above 3 now. If I'm real lucky, you might be under 3, but fucking inflation.
Well, sounds like Studio Red Band really needs to thank the Prime Minister for lowering gas prices. So
Trudeau?
Yeah.
Fuck Trudeau, man. I'm not allowed to say. Okay, I don't know if I don't even know if I should say this, but I don't like Trudeau, but I like Trudeau. Is that a weird thing to say?
I just got this confirmation that apparently the cause of Bob Saget's death was head trauma.
Justin Trudeau? Head trauma. Like my dad.
Trauma.
Same thing happened to my dad. Head trauma.
Brain was bleeding. Yeah.
That's aneurysm, no? Aneurysm?
That's that. Oh my god! You know, that's one of the things that they're saying is a side effect for the from the vaccines. Sometimes people have gotten recently major head trauma.
I won't say who, but someone from our neck of the woods went and got the vaccine and they dropped dead during the vaccine.
Well, they're saying that the head trauma it's a huge side effect from the vaccine, and
no drugs or alcohol were involved. He said he accidentally hit something last month. You know,
well, let's not. I don't want to say that yet.
Not yet, no.
Yeah,
but they definitely have said brain trauma. You know,
I'm not going to say you're wrong, Joonbug, but I just I don't want to like
get into that subject.
Yeah, I mean,
it's sad either way because if that was the case, if it was vaccine related,
they said it had nothing to do with COVID. You know, it was his head. You know.
Well,
same thing happened to my dad. My dad fell.
You looking this up,
because he fell, that's what it was that killed him.
John, are you
just falling? He hit his head on a radiator, like bam, and that killed him. So definitely, if something that small can kill someone who's in their older years, then definitely Bob Saget. You know,
drugs.
Drugs. Go online and search
heavy
Cybernetic Dawn or fuck, what's the other one called? There's another one.
I didn't Edward Furlong reprise
but you'll get the Edward Furlong T3 that you want
because
it's really good.
Drugs
because he was too high on drugs and
he was hanging out with the porn star Ron Jeremy.
He too much.
Yeah,
he did drugs. Right. He was doing drugs at the time, and he was trying to get sober. Actually, Edward Furlong was dating Paris Hilton at the time.
Yeah,
and Paris Hilton said to Arnold that I don't think he can do the movie.
Wow. Ratted out by Paris Hilton.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, hey.
What do you mean he can't do the movie?
What do you mean he can't do the movie?
Well, the thing is with Paris Hilton, like you guys realize
John Connor.
You guys realize that Paris Hilton, she was kind of like an internet personnel before the internet personnel.
Right.
Yeah.
She played a character that was meant to be stupid. Like we're talking, she described it as Kelly Bundy up to 11.
Kelly
Yeah.
Bundy from Married with Children. Yeah.
And
You got
so,
Joonbug?
What are your thoughts on the YouTube of Jeremy Johns?
I don't hardly understand what he's saying half the time because he talks so fast. I mean, so I don't understand him.
I'm not sure I know who that is.
Yeah.
He's a YouTuber that does like 4-minute reviews,
Yeah.
and he talks really fast. That's his
He's
gimmick.
he drank a lot of coffee before his reviews.
Yeah.
What's his show called? Oh, is he the guy in the suit?
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
Gabbo.
Yeah.
Gabbo.
Yeah.
I don't think it's coffee sometimes.
Drugs, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gamer drugs. Yeah. Yeah.
I think not that I'm saying anything, John, but I think there's some. I think there's a little powdered sugar before his reviews.
Oh no,
You know what
I'm
I
not a
mean?
fan. I'm not a fan of Jeremy Johns.
No.
I just
Yeah,
can't get
me
into his
neither.
stuff.
Me either.
You know what? Really? Yeah, I mean, well, one of the things I still can't believe is Chris Stuckman is making a movie, and like
About
when there's
what?
plenty of other talented filmmakers out there on YouTube.
He made a lot of movies though. He made movies when he was a Jehovah's Witness. He was making movies.
Yeah,
Chris
but-
Stuckman?
Chris Stuckman is making a movie, but what I'm saying is I think there's a lot of other more talented filmmakers.
I think
Out
he's
there.
kind of following the James Rolfe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
This is Letty.
Right?
Letty 2.0.
Well, James Rolfe, it's the people he works for. I think James is still a good guy.
Yeah, me too, I
James-
think.
Yeah.
It's the people he works for, and I think James.
I love his passion.
Yeah.
I absolutely love his passion.
Here, I'll say this: I think if James Rolfe got an opportunity, I think he could really capture that Spielberg, Richard Donner feel for a movie.
Yeah.
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 Hands down. He's great.
Yeah.
Like he's smart. He's witty. He knows
Yeah.
what he wants. Just with the video game nerd movie, like I know everybody said, "Oh, it wasn't that great," but like you gotta bring in all factors. Like you're making that movie for 2 or 3 years, probably more. You're not going to be able to like
I look at
stray away from the script to make things more epic every time. You know what I mean? You can't
Here's how
stray
I
away
look at
from the
the
script.
Here's how I look at the Angry Video Game Nerd the movie.
Right.
I love that movie.
It's to me, it's meant to be. It's not meant to be a good movie.
Right.
It's meant to be a bad movie.
Yeah,
In a way.
but I love it because it shows like how the sausage is made.
Mhm.
I love that.
And like, I honestly think that James was trying to go for sort of maybe a so bad it's good type of movie,
Mm-hmm.
and like the thing is, what's sad to me is that like James can't find funding for his pitch for that atmospheric horror film he wanted to do about the amusement park.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the dragon.
Yeah, which I'm like, how much do you need for that?
Exactly.
If I had an opportunity to, I would sit there, email James right now and say, hey, how much do you need for this? If I had the big bucks like the Hiltons or something like that, it's like, hey,
Yeah. Why the
How
fuck?
much-
Why the fuck? No, I'm not a fan of nostalgia critic.
Not really.
no,
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
no,
No way.
I used to.
My thing is, I would say, how much do you need, James? And then I'd write him the check.
Why the fuck
Yeah.
is he still hanging out with the Screenwave media jackasses? He should be in Hollywood.
Yeah.
At home, chilling.
Yeah.
Playing video games with Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think, and honestly, I get it that I think that I am wondering if James honestly should, like heck, why does he have to go to Screenwave? James, I'm sure all of these 6 guys right here would love to work with you.
Yeah.
Stu, Matt, you could edit his stuff, right?
I just love hearing hearing his stories about creating things.
Yeah, and you know, I've especially watched his content since I was practically a teenager. So
Yeah, a long time. I'm sure a lot of us.
yeah,
I remember him when I was 15 years old. You know,
I was younger when I saw it. I was like 12, 13 even.
So, I mean, listen, I mean, hey, I like you guys, but James will always be my favorite YouTuber, But
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there. He's in my top 3. He's in my top 10 for sure.
And I really do think that James, if he had a good budget behind him, I really do think he could really capture that feel that is missing in movies now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think John is my favorite YouTuber. I think that's because I always watch your videos, John.
What about Wild Man?
I'm a slut.
What about Wild Man? Yeah.
Wild Man too.
Wild Man.
Jack.
Where is Wild Man and Jack? Yeah.
the expendable YouTubers are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You, Go Depend 3 says, ET
Yeah.
Was I playing a character from ET named Lady?
Like usually I listen to Randall's relaxation videos.
Yeah.
I've been listening to them since 2013 every night, 10 hours. I sleep to them. But aside from that, I think John's my number 2. John's my number 2. It's like what I listen to is John.
One of my favorites. He doesn't make videos anymore, really. Bandit Incorporated.
Who?
His name's Bandit Incorporated.
Bandit. You know what bandit means,
right?
Where's Aaron at?
Yeah.
Aaron.
Hey, I'll say this: one of my favorite. I don't think she's even on YouTube anymore, but I discovered her on YouTube, so it kind of counts. Alicia Malone.
What about that Effrey guy? He was pretty cool.
Yeah, Effrey. He did videos for a while, then he left YouTube because of trolls, and I understand.
Yeah.
Well, was it
toxic assholes and stuff like that?
John, can I say what I heard, or do we want to say privately about with Effrey here?
We don't have to talk about it here because I don't want to. I mean,
yeah, I'd like. No fucking motherfucker! Yeah, let's do it. Can we get him in here?
We've already hit our cap.
Oh.
I'm gonna upgrade tomorrow. I get paid, so I'm gonna upgrade StreamYard as soon as possible.
What What about StreamYard? Upgrade to what exactly on StreamYard?
Upgrade to get more people.
Get more people in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna take the StreamYard plunge.
Get at least Wild Man and Fabio in there.
Wild Man, we were going for 2.5 hours.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think I've really kind of thought about something. That one thing that maybe I really kind of thought about how do you do that? Make Hollywood great again.
Yeah.
I've thought
First,
about
you gotta drown out Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well,
the great flood must come again.
Here's what I.
Quick for Wild Man. I think we can only do 6 right now, but as soon as I upgrade StreamYard, we'll accommodate more.
Yes.
Might want to wait for a sequel to this. Yeah.
What do you say after this? We get Isaiah, me, you, and Isaiah. For like
sure.
Threat,
Yeah, sure. I got nothing to do tonight. I'm down. Me and Isaiah talked last night. We talked the night before. We were watching Reacher together. We were having a little party.
I'll say
there's something you can make Hollywood great again. Make more content like Reacher.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't try to force an agenda or try to promote the wokeness.
Here's how I thought you'd do it. What if you look at Elon Musk, what he's doing with SpaceX? made his own space company.
Yeah.
What if somebody had Elon Musk money? You know, and basically bought their own land, built their own studios and everything, and used something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think Elon will throw his hand into the platform thing soon enough, because him and Mark Zuckerberg are fighting all the time.
Want to make Hollywood great again? Get me to do the video game movies. Get me to do the Mortal Kombat reboot.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'll say. I'll just say this though. One thing that I think, one thing I do think, is get. There's so much endless talent out there on YouTube.
Right.
I mean, when we
but that's what they don't want you to know that. That's a shame.
Well, here's the thing. What I've come to the realization, okay, people on YouTube who make movies, we are the new movie brats. We are the new Steven Spielbergs, the new George Lucases, the new Francis Ford Coppolas. We are them. Hollywood doesn't want to hire us because we're not yes men.
Yeah, we don't want to adhere to adhere to their system and their way of doing things.
I mean,
and their narcissistic way of running things.
I mean, here's the thing: if I was ever, if I got hired to do a Star Wars movie, I would, I would take the opportunity because, hey, my bank account would love it.
Yeah,
that's fucking right. Those fucking Murdochs.
Yeah,
we're coming to get you, motherfucker.
Yeah,
yeah, we are.
So here's what I say. Here's what I say.
Mission accomplished.
You make it where you basically, if you think the person actually does have talent, like hire some. That's that's how you hire the snowflakes in Hollywood. You're the YouTube minion. Go on YouTube. You get paid to be on YouTube. Find talented filmmakers.
It's like the music racket. Same thing.
And then if if they sit there and say, "Oh, I like this guy," then you decide, no, keep looking.
Yeah.
Yep. Or
there should be someone like that at the top.
A YouTube
who's just like, like the old days of the copywriters that would look for actual, like the girl who worked with Tarantino. Oh, what the fuck was her name? Fuck. Menke?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Right.
He's gonna make a return.
How do you think people are doing independent film production companies? I don't blame them.
Yeah, me either.
Me either.
I don't know.
It's the way to go. Like, really, when you look at it, those are the kind of things that are going to stand the test of time, rather than those big studios are just looking at a paycheck.
Right.
Here's the thing.
Eventually, someone's going to fuck up and they're going to fall. But if you have someone who's really in it because they love making movies, those movies are going to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the other thing that you also have to realize. What's going on right now is, the big Hollywood corporations are making the same mistakes that the people in the golden age of Hollywood made. They sold their company to marketing people. And marketing people do not know how to make movies.
Well, of course not.
Or it's oversaturated.
Yeah. And so they're looking at the percentage of people say, "Oh, we need to appeal to this," which I looked this up recently. How much of the percentage of the world is actually woke? On average, it was about 30%.
30%.
Wow, it's still pretty big.
Still pretty big, yeah.
Still pretty big, but I look at it this way. If I got a 30% on a test.
Remember when woke was a good thing?
Yeah.
Fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah, I woke up.
Yeah.
Woke up and
So,
took a shit.
here's
That's
my
what.
thing. Here's my thing. 30%. That
woke
was
up
like
and
an
shot the
absolute
alarm.
top.
Yeah.
Woke up, went to work, came home, and go back to sleep. That's
Yeah.
all.
Because I kind of took, and I'm
Yeah,
taking
man.
an average right now, because it was 37% of women who were woke
Right.
and 26% of guys. So on average,
And one Chad.
That's kind of funny because it's always the guys who get blamed for that shit. We're always the tinfoil hat wearing motherfuckers. You know?
So
You ever see a
here's
girl with
my-
a tinfoil hat? I don't think so.
but here's how I look at
That's
it.
sexy.
Because
You know,
here's
it's
how
sexy
but
when a
here's how I
girl
look
does
at
it. So
if we took a test and we got a 30% on the test, did we pass the test?
no.
Yeah.
According to Chad, you did.
No, we did not.
Chad's
Exactly.
30s or 90s,
So,
baby.
And if you got a 30% on the test, you
It's
failed.
that
big
focal
time,
vision.
Yeah.
dude. So we're talking about 30% of the population
Yeah.
around the world.
Hmm.
That's pretty small.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
I heard there's a Loch Ness monster. Sorry, ladies. Sorry.
So
I love you all.
my thing is,
I still gotta watch it.
I just think
Reacher
that,
was the best. I
I'm
don't
glad
think
it's- I'm
any
glad it's
other
doing
show
better.
this year is
Yeah, I
going to
see
top
that.
that.
I'm glad it's doing well though. So
Mhm.
I heard that.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. I don't care.
My apologies.
what happened?
I burped.
Okay. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going, indie, and you go wokey.
It was a woke burp.
Yeah.
It meant
know-
fuck you, Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
Jam it up your cum.
here's what what I've said too. One of the George Lucas, when here's how he failed and Walt Disney succeeded.
okay.
George Lucas should have made his own distribution company.
What,
Like-
besides Lucasfilm? No, Lucasfilm is a production company. That's the
Uh-huh. Walt Disney succeeded because he made Bruno Vista. I think that Lucas should have made a distributing company because Lucasfilm was a production company, and he should have made his own distribution company because he had the rights to all of his movies.
right.
He should have made.
Oh, I'll be right back. Hold on.
He should have made
Ready?
a distribution company for the other Star Wars movies, and honestly, I would just say,
Essentially, make his own New Line Cinema in a way.
yeah, in a lot of ways, yeah. I mean, and here's the thing: like, he's from Modesto, California.
Yeah.
Modesto Distribution, something like that, and he should not have sold to Disney.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the thing is,
If he was being forced by Bob, what is his book? Bob
Bob
What's his
Iger.
Iger. Okay. Yeah, he was being forced by Bob Iger to sell the rights. He should have said, nope, I'm just going to find someone else or keep the rights myself.
I
But never
think
know.
Bob Iger, I think, I think his intentions when he took over the company under the circumstances that he took over was it looked like the best decision on paper.
Okay.
But if you look at it in actual reality, he went on a spending spree that was not right for the company. To the point where do not Google this on how much Disney owns of Hollywood because they lie. I Googled it once that Fox acquisition was made, and it's one of those things I wish I would have screenshotted it. I wish I would have screenshotted it so I could prove it to everybody. Google said 75%. And I looked it up. And sorry, John, to get into this, but in order to be a monopoly, you have to own 50% of an organization. So Disney is well past monopoly.
I believe it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
75% of Hollywood, and you have to own 50 before you consider a monopoly. Let's see what is going on there, because that's something in our country that is set. It's not an amendment, but we can't have monopolies. Somebody at Disney is probably really friendly with probably some Congress member.
Probably.
Sorry to get into this, John, but it just needs to be talked about. So
You mean
What do you
cooking
say,
the
Alex?
books?
What?
You think they're cooking the books?
Probably.
I think there's a little action going on under the desks of the senators or something.
Here's a good question.
How can you tell some film production companies are not woke? That is a very good question, to be honest. I don't know.
Me neither.
I'll sit
I
there.
guess it usually depends on who's running the show. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, if a production company all of a sudden plays woke stuff for me, I'll just sit there and turn on my take them into just tell them to hey, I want to have a meeting with you, and in my meeting room there'll be big sound of the theater speakers with heavy duty surround sound, and I'll blast, "We're not going to take it anymore. We're right. We're free. We're not going to take it." And then I'll sit there and say, no, and then I'll sit there and then as a follow up, I'll sit there and play "You Can't Stop Rock and Roll," and I'll blast it so loud that their eardrums, the woke producers' eardrums explode.
Just their entire fucking heads.
That's a good plan.
And then,
Like fucking Videodrome. Just like,
and then I'll sit there and say,
Raiders of the Lost Ark, and their faces.
yeah.
and then I'll sit there and say,
Like
and then I'll
Spanish.
sit there and tell them as their eardrums just exploded. By the way, clean up the earwax all over my office, and I'll walk out.
Yeah, that's like the head explosion in Scanners. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going for like 10 more minutes here.
Yeah. You know what?
All right.
I need to do that. Somebody
Scanners
needs to do,
versus Highlander.
somebody
Oh,
needs
wow.
somebody needs to do that. We need to make that movie. Woke Annihilation.
Yeah. And Chad Kelserton will be the star. Will be one of the stars. Like, hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't do that.
No.
Oh, no.
We get Fabio as
Yeah.
the lead in it.
Yeah.
And then he just sits there and beats the Punisher to woke people.
Yeah.
Yeah, put Chad Cancelton in there as like a casualty. Yeah.
You know what?
The
Hey,
Expendables.
Hey,
Chad Cassidy and Fabio, the
Hey,
Italian Stallion 51.
I'm
It's summer.
I'm a director. I am, in the words of Alfred Hitchcock, I never want to stoop so low.
Yeah, I would too, baby.
Here's the thing. I will say this. I know I'm a director. In the words of Alfred Hitchcock, I never want to stoop so low to be an actor. So I will be willing to replace myself as Johnny Asskicker if Fabio agrees to do it. And we'll just tell Fabio, play the 80s high school bully, but turn it up to 11.
As the Sheik. As the Sheik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just tell Chad Cancelton to be a dumbass nerd.
Chad Cancelton's the one that gets killed in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. You gotta give him a partner.
Partner. Yeah.
He's like the Amanda Weiss, like you think he's the savior of the movie, but then they kill him in the first.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, cool.
And it's like, oh, why would you do that?
get one of your
Like
brothers.
Psycho, you know, in Psycho when they fucking kill
Yeah.
Jamie
John-
Lee Curtis's mom and fucking First
John,
5 minutes.
Get one of your brothers and call them Karen Cancelton.
Yeah.
That dog is back.
I identify as a woman.
That dog is back again, guys.
That dog heard you.
He's back.
Would the other brother want to join?
Black dog.
Or is he?
Well, he's got 4 kids, so it's like whenever I can get the time, whenever he has the time, really.
Yeah.
I want to get him in for something soon,
Well, what's another? I don't keep up with half this crap. So what's like another? There's Chad, Karen. What's another word for them?
I don't know. But he's crazy, so I'm sure he would come up with a name.
Yeah. They can't. So we'll just have Fabio. Johnny Ass Kicker, the woke annihilator, going after the Cancelton brothers.
Yeah,
the Cancelton brothers.
And every time that Johnny Ass Kicker shows up, you hear the horror music.
Yeah.
If I will do this,
yeah.
Yes.
No. How Fabio kills the Cancelton brothers at the end. He just has to sit there.
Yeah.
And because of
I believe in Cobra Kai.
I do too.
Well,
Cobra Kai.
I'm gonna get the other brother in here for when me and my one brother did the StreamYard. So one night I'm gonna get him in here. They're both gonna sit in the room, and we're gonna do that.
Cool.
So
I like that.
Get him.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the next one you guys do. What's the next one you guys are doing? Do you have any thoughts?
Well, I've only got 3 suggestions so far through this Hangout, so I may do a separate video where you guys can drop some suggestions below.
All
right. Hey, you guys can react to my favorite movie, The Searchers.
What?
The Searchers.
The Searchers. Okay.
You guys gotta do a Smallville video. You guys gotta do a Smallville. Smallville has to happen.
Searchers. That's with John Wayne, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm just walking out.
It's my favorite movie of all time, so
I gotta see that.
Mister.
I'll put The Searchers down.
Okay. The worst.
I know a lot of people would say 98, but I really like 98 or 97 or whatever it was.
It was 98.
I really love that movie.
98 wasn't perfect, but at least it was entertaining.
It was fun.
Yeah. Jimmy Page on that soundtrack. Come on, baby.
Yeah. 2014 movie.
I do think
that's over there.
Kashmir. Oh.
You know what? Yeah, I'll agree to that because even the really bad older Godzilla movies, they all have their charm in some way. Because
I love Godzilla versus King Kong when they're when Godzilla's when Godzilla's mocking him when he's kicking the dirt on fucking King Kong. It's like motherfucker. It goes on for 10 minutes.
Matt, not trying to make this sound awkward, but it's like you said. I like Godzilla versus King Kong when they were fucking.
Okay. you know what scene I always found funny in Godzilla versus Kong? When King Kong grabs the tree and gives Godzilla a TJ.
A boom job? A tree job?
Yeah, remember, don't you guys
yes, baby.
Yeah. He shoves the tree job.
I want a green Eagle Fang shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tree job. But he humiliates fucking King Kong for 15 minutes.
And Godzilla,
he's kicking dirt on him. He's going, and he's kicking the dirt on him.
Godzilla 98, I do like it. I do think it's miscasted. Matthew Broderick doesn't work. I think they should have gotten
and they did part. Fabio told me they did part of the sequel in the TV show.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the thing.
John Reno, he was amazing.
I think that they should have gotten more of a Matthew Broderick was too nerdy. I think they should have gotten more of a nerdy action hero type, like
I'm looking at my collection so I can think of some ideas.
like Fabio
Sasha Mitchell.
Oh God, no!
Like
Step by step.
Fabio made a good suggestion on his video one time. He said they should have gotten like Kevin Bacon or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I could even see Val Kilmer kind of play a nerdy action hero type at that time.
Yeah,
that would have been good.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? They would have probably never gotten him, but Fantasy World, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Imagine that shit. Bruce Campbell versus Godzilla. Oh, my money's there. My money is on that.
Well, I heard Bruce Campbell was going to be in a sequel to Godzilla 2000 called Godzilla Returns with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Huh.
It was canceled.
Well, actually, Bruce Campbell, was Peter Jackson's first choice to be in his original remake of King Kong, which was Bruce Campbell.
Really?
Played like Bruce Campbell. Actor? Yeah. Bruce Campbell would have played like this Indiana Jones type of hero. And Kate Winslet was going to play Anne Darrell.
Wow. Yeah.
And
Fay Ray, though, there's just something about Fay Ray.
Yeah.
Fay Ray is like hot. I miss those women from back then. That's when I think of like respectable women. That's what I think of. Fay Ray.
Killing us.
Yeah.
Coming out with that.
I have a bad feeling about it's gonna be a funeral scene.
The thing is, I think there are women that are still like that. The Hollywood just doesn't use them anymore.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's not the greatest actress, unfortunately.
No. She doesn't like her picture taken a lot, but my girl is has that old Hollywood beauty, when I first saw her, I met her online. I'm like, damn, at first I thought it was a fake profile, but I took the chance and messaged her. And I mean, she looks like she could have been a star back then. And I just got lucky, I guess. I took the chance to just message her. I thought the profile was fake because
my girl could be an action star. My girl's fucking. She can fight.
My girl is a real hero. She is. We gotta
get my girl and your girl together and do a fucking movie.
Double impact. Yeah.
My girl is a real action star. She's a real hero because she's a sergeant in the United States military. So
cool. Well, guys, I'm probably gonna wrap it up here.
All right,
cool.
All right.
We almost went over 3 hours.
Yeah. 3 hours is very good.
Almost like a long epic movie, like Lord
of
the Rings. No special effects required.
Yeah. Now we can talk
special effects.
Now we can
the real deal.
It's about as long as the Batman coming out.
Now we can go to now we can go to the family video back room.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump on with Isaiah and Alex and John. John, if you guys want to jump in. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but
see what we can do.
How many people can you do on Facebook?
I think.
Can we do StreamYard?
What?
I don't have Facebook.
If you guys StreamYard, you guys can throw me the link and I'll jump in.
Okay, I'm about to get up and take a shower here.
Okay, who's with who? Who has Joonbug? Do you have Alex on yours?
No.
I don't have any Facebook.
Oh, no Facebook.
Let's just say due to a political disagreement with Facebook.
I understand.
I got banned.
I understand.
Damn. But
we'll figure it out then another day. But I know I'm gonna probably jump on with Alex for a while.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining up.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, man. Like I don't say it every time. I gotta say it again. I love you guys, and I love you guys. You guys make my week every single fucking week.
Well, I'm glad.
Like I look forward to that so much.
The next Hangout, we'll squeeze in more people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
And Bob has got the man of many hats, it seems.
Yeah. Bobby's on the run. Dr. Pepper.
The Dr. Pepper man.
All right.
So I can't tell.
I love you, Bobby.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you, Joonbug. I love you, Retro. I love you, Bobby. I love you, Alex. I love you, me, and I love you, John.
And
Bob Man
too.
Wow, man.
Man himself, Bob Man.
But you guys, have a good night.
And,
All right.
Yep. Have a good night, y'all
Fuck with
selves.
yourself.
See ya.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.